Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the conclusion of Season 4 of SCS. We have a little bit of fun right before the grand finals coming up later today. And it's going to start off with answering the age-old question, can casters play? This is the staff game. My name is CDABS, joined in the booth by a wonderful lady. This is Allie Princess, hailing from Elevate GG. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Doing pretty well. Guys, I want you to be really sure to be gentle with her. This is her first time casting. She's a little bit nervous, but I'm sure we're still gonna have a great time. We've got a fun game coming up, fun maps, players that don't play comp except Esteem, and Esteem has crazy furry energy. I'm kind of scared what's gonna happen to the rest of the people, but I think it can still be really fun.
I think it's gonna be a good game.
Yep, I don't know if we have roster graphics or not. I don't know if Ferme has prepared that much ahead, even though he is. And he whispers in my ear. We don't. But I'll go to the post over in our staff channel that we have Team 1. We have the casters team, predominantly casters. That's Crow. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. Harrison. We have Esteem, as I mentioned. Crazy furry energy. We have Casting Links, Carter. We've got Jay's Will and Nova, all on one team. And on team 2, we have the Keg Stack. So we have the main man Keggleneck himself, the Twitter video demon. If you ever get a reply that is not words, it's actually just him looking into the mic or into the camera and talking. That's where you know him from. As well as the analyst from Ape that we know and love as Smitacious, the big Afro guy who can shoot pretty straight. As well as SJ and KKaz, the men behind the scene, doing our stats tracking. So, Allie, out of anybody in the lobby, who do you think's gonna top frag?
I'm gonna go with Keg. That's my guess. That's my prediction right there.
That is a bold statement because I have so many stories about Keg. We have so many stories.
Like, you never know. He might show up out of nowhere, just top frag, and you're gonna be like, I was wrong.
I mean, if he has proclaimed that his team is the Keg Stack, so that is a very bold claim. He has been, as the kids say, smoking that Valorant pack on his stream, but you know, I want to believe in my man Max. I want to, but the silver ranked icon next to his name when you click on it is making it a little bit tough.
Look, silvers can shoot. I don't know. Like, they scare me more than plats.
Are you speaking from experience?
I can't hear you. You know, I don't know what you mean.
Are you sure about that one? Because I was watching the stream the other day and it was looking a little bit rough.
Look, it was Road to SI. I was having fun. Okay.
Well, we actually did just get another whisper in our ear, some insider information that Keg actually has clawed his way out of silver and is in gold 3. That is arguably the most dangerous rank in the game behind Plat 3. Plat 3s terrify me, even though I'm above that rank, you know. Those are the X factors, but gold, I guess, compounds that idea even further. And we actually are going to be sending it to the game. We have everybody into the lobby, so I'm excited. I think we have Chalet coming up first. That is Harrison Broder, the Crow's favorite map, self-proclaimed, even though I don't really like it that much. It's not in the competitive pool. It's a ranked style map, and I imagine that if there is a desk on the map, that Crow is going to be hiding underneath it. So yeah. So I don't know if we are sending or not. I thought we were. Henru has been moved out of our channel. Something is wrong. It's almost like this very fun thrown together thing isn't running as smoothly as we thought. That's what we expected. But yeah, that's just how it goes. So out of Chalet, what are you expecting to see, Allie?
I'm kind of hoping for a knife fight at some point in time to happen, you know, get that nomad out, everyone sit in a circle. I'm kind of hoping for that. That's what I would like to see.
You know, I think I picked the right game for you to come in on if you want to see a knife fight. I'm glad we didn't pull you in for grand finals. So, you know, I don't think there's going to be a knife fight there. You know, here, there is a high chance for that to occur, and most likely will occur. I'm sure we can have Henry talk to the players, as this is the Horsemen and Company, and this is versus Keg's Gambit. So if you don't know about the Horsemen, then you don't need to know about the group chat. It's an enigma in itself. So that's a nice reference to that, where it's Pro and Jazz leading up that team. Keg's Gambit's a little bit more interesting, as I guess the bands will come through. I'm not expecting to see, yep, I was going to say not expecting to see very competitively viable bands, and Jazz feels target banned himself as a self-proclaimed Ash main. I'm sure you would be feeling the same pain that he's going through.
Yep, that hurt a little bit, and I'm not even playing, so hit right too close to home.
That's the target ban for Keg. He only uses the MK14 as the only gun he likes in the entire game. So he plays a Rooney on defense and Dokkaebi on attack, so he can use the marksman rifle.
My prediction's gonna be off now. How is he gonna top frag? Dokkaebi's gone.
That's why I was not backing. I was not backing Keg Lynette.
I believed, they're just trying to nerf him a little bit. He's gonna be too good. So they're like, all right, we'll take Dokkaebi out. He just can't do that good then.
He just realized that they banned Dokkaebi like 3 bans late. He's on a timer. We're on a delay in the booth and on the stream, but he's on a delay in real life, and that's a little bit more concerning for me. Yes, and that right there, what you see Jazzman say in chat, that's why we have the delay to prevent stream sniping. And I especially don't trust anybody in this lobby to not go and access the RTMP feed. I don't know if it was sent, because I don't think we're taking stats on this, so I don't think that there's a clean feed. I don't put it past them to somehow have been conniving behind the scenes with Henry, because Henry is an impressionable young child that can be swayed easily.
They want to get that not real elo, it's all about that grind.
Henry just was about to type in his PayPal email, and that's why we love Henry. But we're starting off downstairs. Keg's Gambit starting on the defense. And for the Horsemen, we have a pretty standard lineup. There's 2 hard breachers, one Thatcher, and then 2 entries. Where the hole left with the Ash man of Keg's Gambit will be filled with Jazzman on the Yana, a very fun operator, still has frag grenades, still has a good weapon in the form of the G36C, as well as infinite drones for that intel gathering. Most likely for the side of Keg's Gambit, they're going to be sitting in sight a lot heavily, or kind of the dichotomy of that, there's going to be somebody lying prone in a corner on the absolute other side of the map, just waiting to try to shoot people in the back. Then you just have everybody else on site. So pretty much like a ranked game, this is what we're going to expect.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
KCAS has the MA70. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's the best gun for Bandit, I think he's about to get an ace right there. He's gonna ace, and
attackers dropped the diffuser.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If he gets an ace on the MA70, I'll Venmo you to buy a case of Dr. Pepper. I'll put the money on the line for that one. I think that's fair. And there goes Jazz, Smitty, the man himself on the Mozzie, denying the drone intel on passive sides, with the Yana going down early. First pick into the hands of the defenders, looking strong, as now he's still going to be locking down Big Rocks. This horizontal extension is making it difficult to really start putting pressure in on site once again, still denying drone intel, being like a mole himself as he was called a rat. But Gaz going down on the other side to Jay's Wills, as that breach has been open, with Thatcher picking up the frag as well.
So I was wrong about that ace. Like to state that now.
Does that mean that you're also gonna be buying me a case of Dr. Pepper? Was this a 2-sided bet?
We didn't agree to it, but I'll buy you one.
Hey, we got the Las Vegas money being flexed. A college graduate versus a college student on the betting side.
I think everyone should enjoy Dr. Pepper. I gotta share it. I lose a bet.
What's your opinion on the Dr. Pepper cream sodas that are newer?
Not a fan. I am not a fan.
You just like the original. You know, why mess with perfection?
Exactly,
As-
it's already perfect.
Keg nearly getting a kill here as he's just going to be peeking over towards the top of main stairs, over towards fireplace. And now Nova has taken up the mantle. He's going to be trying to jump out and getting these players that are stacked up outside the breach. They've been stalling on the attacking side, not knowing really where to go. They haven't found an exact opening as now Crow entering up on the top side is trying to roam clear Steam, clearing out Keg. That was the player on main stairs as they might be able to just run straight in. Their only obstacle in their face will be Smitty swinging out, doing a lot of damage onto Carter, onto the ace, but Nova delivering a final blow onto a Steam with those body shots. Looking good for the defenders once again, but it's a trade back and forth as Smitty's going to get a double kill. Carter takes down SJ in the meantime, but Crow's on the flank. He's the last one alive. Jays Will's outside the breach, has been put DB&O, and he's fighting at the bottom of main stairs. That's the Wamai. There's only 15 seconds left on the clock. Both of these players can just walk away. No, that Crow doesn't have diffuser. He doesn't have any way into sight. He's just sitting pre-firing blindly, trying to grasp at straws. Knows his teammates downed outside. Might save KD, but it can't even be done as Nova will rip his head right off of his body, and Keg's Gambit takes round one. That was an interesting round, to say the least.
It was. I think there were some nice plays being brought out, but
So what do you think the macro strategies employed by Keg's Gambit are?
swinger be swung. I think that's what they're gonna go with.
You know? Couldn't have said it better myself. Have you thought about getting on the analyst desk and replacing Jacob for NAL?
See, I don't want to make the other analysts feel bad, so I let Jacob have it. I was told it was too good actually, so
So you would make everybody look bad in comparison.
yeah. And they don't just want one analyst; they want to expand it to 3. So I was like, I'll step away. It's okay. Jacob
Yeah,
can
makes-
have it, I guess.
That does make a lot of sense. It seems like you are indeed suffering from success, as they would say.
Absolutely, just flooding in it.
So, this bomb site right here. Let's think about it. It's not very good. This is not a good bomb site because you have to hold upstairs. For the side of the Horsemen, they don't really have a traditional soft breacher, but they do have the shotgun of the Jackal, as well as nope, they don't have any other breaching charges. So they have hard breach charges that they could place on the floor if they so desired, but most likely those will be allocated over towards the walls. They do have a Monty as the team's going to take out Kaz. Goodbye the Legion, and the GNs come in chat and something a little bit more. And there we go. That's Carter's. I can't even keep up with chat. That's just how this game is going. And I don't know how Keg didn't die right there. There we go. He's going to get DB&O'd because you don't peek at Cali.
Always speak of Callie. I don't know what you mean.
Typically not supposed to on a window where you're also Maestro, so you're very slow. He's trying his best to get away. I think Crow's trying to finish him off with one of those LV lances, but can't quite get it done. He can be revived by the supple hands of SJ doing his best field medic impressions. And there we go. That's the Maestro back on in the game. He's about one shot from dying, but he's a thick boy nonetheless. He'll try to survive as free fires go here and there, and Jazzman's just walking in bathroom solo pushing as a Monty. And there goes Jazz. What do you think of that one?
I knew that Wamai was up there. I was like, maybe the Monty just will keep his shield up and push. The Havana's like right behind him. Monty, I guess, wanted to take the gunfight and just lost it.
Yeah, he definitely lost it. He didn't shoot back. I think that's why he was playing the Monty, because he knew he wasn't going to be shooting back. But there goes the Steam dropping down Nova, finishing up his kill as 2 kills have gone into the hands of the Habana. So, looking quite strong nonetheless. The man advantage is into the hands of the Horsemen, but they've been here before and weren't quite able to close it out. Most dangerous player on the roster is still alive. That's Smitty, but SJ is going to show he's just as deadly as he drops down Carter. Steam not on a whole lot of HP. As now vertical pressure is being applied by Hard Breach because they didn't bring any and they're really having to grasp at straws. Keg still alive, brought back in, but he's no longer there. Jays Will's finishing him off as he's going to be swinging, trying for the wallbang, can't quite get it connected, as now Zero Cams will be shot into the site and destroyed by an ADS. They need intel. Allie, it's your turn to shout.
Oh, it's my turn now? Alright.
Yes.
Got the Hibana attempting to pick off someone. Khaled's gonna pick that fight with the Mute, and the Mute's gonna win it. It's a 2v1 with Keg's man advantage. The Hibana's got, I think, like 10, 15 health left, and Keg's Gambit, they both have 100. I think this round's definitely gonna go in Keg's. Right as I said it, they finish it off.
Yep, and that's 2 rounds in a row for Keg's Gambit. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I guess we can say everybody's expendable on the side of both teams except Smitty and SJ. As long as they're alive, they have a fighting chance. It didn't look good for them at all, and then all of a sudden, everything changed when the Ape Analyst attacked with the shotgun and the SMG, kind of decimated everything over towards that trophy push. And that's why you use the shotgun, Allie, on Mute. That's why you use it.
You see, you could, but why?
Because the shotgun hurts.
But you have to hit your shots, and that's something I can't do.
But you also don't have to, there's a spread. Like, you could aim at their arm and you'll hit them in the chest. Or, like, even if you aimed, like, a little bit to the right of their arm, like, the spread would still hit, like, maybe their heart at the side. You know, those damage multipliers. You don't have to be as accurate, which is nice. You can hip fire it. You don't even have to aim down sight.
My problem is every shot I shoot with a shotgun misses, so I just don't use them. I don't know what it is.
You know, you just need to train in the ways of the shotgun. Just watch Bosco. Watch Bosco play. Learn how to use the shotgun.
One day, maybe one day, I'll change to a shotgun for my Mute and my Smoke.
See, I can understand the Mute, but like the Smoke just boggles my mind. The Smoke shotgun is what. Because like you're playing like Mute, I can understand that like you might roam, you might move around, but man, the Smoke offsite, that's a certified poison moment, and you don't want to be poisoned.
You're telling me you wouldn't roam with Smoke? I think he's a great roamer. You'll never expect it.
Mute's a better roamer in comparison.
I think everyone's a great roamer if you just don't expect it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a roaming Clash, sitting in the corner of a random room. Sound good?
You know
I don't
what?
know why I'm
Sounds
taking
great.
any advice from you because you're a Cav main.
I'm not a Cav main anymore, okay? My hours say otherwise.
Yep. So now we're seeing Keg downstairs on his beloved Rooney, not wielding the MK14, instead has the P10 Rooney. A little bit more firepower as he does see that somebody entered downstairs. Keg might actually get a kill as the Jackal pings go through. Keg is just running after Jazz. He's gonna go for the knife!
Let's go!
Goodbye! Jazz just got knifed by a silver. Carter will get the refrag, however. And yes, Jazz has left the game because he got kegged. Now, there's just been a flurry of kills, most of them going into the side of the Horseman. Keg's Gambit, only 2 players left alive, but it's SJ and Kaz. It's the 2 SCS analysts of the statistical variety against pretty much all of the casters except Jazz. He has returned, so we're not going to have a rehost, thankfully. But they do have a little bit of a fighting chance. This guy's going to swing out, drop down his Steam. If any player you want to kill onto this remaining Horseman roster, I definitely would have picked the Steam the Dream.Peen, which is his current name, hailing from his old Project Neo days. Now Carter and Crow, they're still in a kind of good spot. They don't have any breaches opened up, even though the Thermite could make a really big hole, but one will open up as Crow will open up a pathway into Piano by removing SJ. Now it's just the Maestro against the world. It's a 1v3 situation. Red Team's reigning true. Attempted wall bangs as the 81 starts to sing its deadly song. Free fires here, free fires there. Can't quite find any heads as Crow will finish him off from the balcony. Really well played by Horseman and Co, even though Jazzman got knifed.
Doesn't matter. I know Horseman won, but in my heart, Keg's team won that just because of the Aruni knife.
Yeah, it wasn't even a knife. He got
He got
punched.
punched.
Jazz got uppercutted.
There
The
was
right jab, left jab.
that's still a win in my heart. I see Keg playing Cav. My heart's happy. Hopefully he won't 6 it. I would love to see a Cav play going on.
If I see Keg getting an interrogation, that would mean, I mean, technically both of his kills, if he gets an interrogation, both of his kills technically would have been melees, because I think the classification of an interrogation still counts
As a knife.
kill. I mean, because, you know, just kind of put the knife at your throat and
Attackers need to locate
Tell me
scare
where they
you a little
are.
bit. Does her best spook bitch impersonation. It is a scary woman, I will say. If she asked me where my teammates were, I'd probably spill the beans as well. I don't think that there's many people that wouldn't. She's absolutely terrifying.
I'd tell her any day. She could ask me, and I'd be like, "Yes, here you go. Here's where they are."
I don't even think she would need to ask me.
She would just look at you, and you're like, "Yep, here they are." I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just... Man, that is a scary Brazilian woman. Comes to play.
10 seconds to insertion.
Unlike Keg right now, you know, he's died every round. He did get the highly impactful frag that was impactless because they lost the round. But, you know, it was a hype moment. He got the knife. I respect him for it. And it did make Jazzman leave, who is, I think, he's the second highest rated player. He's a self-proclaimed Plat 1 as he hit it this season. And he's 0-3 in a staff game against people that he said he was going to be rocking because they take stats for a living. They look at numbers about a video game. But, you know, which is worse, looking at the numbers or talking about it?
Yes. That is my statement. Both.
Both are
Both.
bad.
Both
Is
are
it
bad.
worse than playing and streaming it?
Yes.
least
not
you stream other
biased or
games.
anything, but
Yeah, you stream other games too, so it's not as bad.
I don't know. I think Spyro's pretty competitive.
Yeah, you should be doing your Spyro speedruns.
No, thank you. It takes me weeks to complete it.
Drop the diffuser. Attackers have
You need to
recovered
learn all the frame data of the game. As now Kaz sitting on the bottom of main stairs is the bandit. His tricking did not pan out, as that is one gambit for Keg's variety that didn't quite go. An attempted smoke plant is coming through as Jazzman starts typing away on the diffuser. The execute is here. It is nigh. Carter trying to block some shots because that's what Monties do. And the incandelas reign true as Bro imagined. AKA Crow will drop it down to the bandit of Kaz, who was playing in close. But SJ, he's going to get Jazzman before he escapes. But on the other side, Nova falls at the hands of the Ying. Another shot from Jay's Wills will drop down Keg Lanek, leaving it all up to SJ because Smitty just bit the bullet. And now he'll bite the side of a shield as Carter will drop him straight down with a slap to the face full of metal. Another knife straight ahead. As now we see the lead going tied up for the Horsemen.
I'll give Horseman that round. Like that was really good play by them. They were in and out. Got what they needed to do, got the wall planted, had that Monty to protect the planter. I think it was a good round.
Yeah, it was a pretty good round. It was their best consulate impersonation, which is a joke I like to say. It's the only map in the pool that you can win without ever entering the building. And I mean, they barely entered the building. They like dipped their toes into the water and then just decided it was too cold and ran away. But, you know, they got the plant down.
Opened the door, leaned in a little bit, looked around, was like, yeah, you know, this looks nice, and then left. That was it.
Yeah. Looked pretty good, and on a map that I don't even know whether to say it's attacker and defender sided. I haven't analyzed this map at all, so I don't know if this is a good split or not. I'm feeling a little bit clueless, just as it seems a lot of the players in the lobby look clueless. I'm mainly looking at Jazz, who decided he needs a giant piece of saran wrap covering his face so he doesn't get absolutely decimated, as the 0-4 player picks up the crutch that we know and love as Blackbeard.
He's trying his best. I'm just saying Keg's doing better than him, so that was my top frag, I guess. Keg's, see, he's holding out. He's waiting. He doesn't want everyone to know how good he is at the beginning.
Yeah, I think he actually got confused because I think he was listening to the pre-show because we hadn't started yet, and he was like, oh, okay, so Ali wants me to top frag, but then he heard that you wanted to see the knife fight. So now he's doing a melee-only pacifist run.
That would make the most sense. See? Keg's got it. He has this whole brilliant plan. He's just not showing it yet. He's saving it for, invites, of course.
Yeah, he's looking like SSG
Exactly.
yesterday. They were actually no saving strats was not. They weren't saving strats. Just Canadian has always been an entry player, and Rampy's always played the smoke. So I mean that makes a lot of sense.
They were just changing things up, testing the waters.
Yeah, they, as our good friend Drew Spark, who will be on later today, the LFT analyst himself, one of the biggest brains behind the pro scene currently, did say that there was a factor in the Dark Zero versus SSG game that we didn't quite think about in the concept of time. It's a really abstract idea. It seemed SSG was realizing that there's something coming up in like 2 weeks that's called SI that they were a little bit more aware of, but Nova was not aware of Jazzman wielding that deagle. He doesn't need the face shield because you can't put it on the pistol. It'll still do a lot of damage and drop down the player, as now 2 frags have gone to the side of the Horseman attack. Once again, Smitty, Kaz, and SJ find themselves needing to clutch out a 3v5.
Jasmine's no longer 0-4. He's got that one.
That is true. He's on the up and up again. If this is a stock market, this is buy low, sell high kind of territory. I'm going all in on Jazz, as Carter will fall at the hands of SJ, a beautifully placed shot by the T5. Just removing the head of the Jackal. That's the spear front of the Horseman attack so far. Really playing the entry role has been our good friend Casting Lynx. And now it's going to be a little bit of a stall out, as SJ is actually going to go for 2, dropping down Jay's Wills as well. That's your support player. That's your only hard breacher, and he didn't really open up any holes. That means the soft breach is going to have to be absolutely lethal, as Bruh Imagine, aka Crow, is peeking the holes with the SMG-11, that high fire rate, trying to decimate anybody who lays wake down inside the sights. The rest of the push is coming in through blue, some attempted drone intel to come through, as Smitty is locking down this elbow with his life. But he doesn't have much to give, only about 20 HP to his name, as there's going to be a little bit of a pre-firing going on. Seems to see the gun barrel of the main man. That is Esteem sitting in this corner, but it might be a little bit of a bait and switch. One shot goes through, a well-placed shot coming out on here, but it's Jazz with the double kill. The Deagle just running through, but he doesn't know that Kaz is on it. The trash cans, Crow going through, can't quite get it done. Kaz clutches it out. Another 3v5 for the Kegs Gambit, who seem to be a little bit top-heavy.
I think this map definitely Keg's map. His team, that's it. This is their map.
This is the Kegs Gambit map.
This is the Kegs Gambit map. I believe it. They're gonna get to attack and just wipe the floor. That's it.
Yeah, I think honestly we need to change up the team names after this. Like, sure, the Kegs Gambit's cool. He's a very big fan of the Queen's Gambit on Netflix. That's why it's here. But I think pretty much every round has been Smitty, Kaz, and SJ. It's just been the other 2 players, Nova and Keg, dying early, and then it's up to the rest of them to hold it out. Kaz getting a couple of really high impact frags at the end on that Kaid. There was a Thatcher. Actually, no, there was not a Thatcher on the side of the Horseman. That made it a lot more difficult to really get the wall open. They had the necessary hard breach. They had the soft breach upstairs and a fuse, but I don't think Esteem used a single one of his cluster charges. That might have been an issue in on itself. I'm not gonna rag on him too hard because he's way better at the game than me, as evident from his old days on one of the Titans of T3 in the form of Valkyrie, turned Project Neo, turned all these other different rosters.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
But when you think about it, Kegs Gambit is in the lead and looking a lot better. Overall, they've been a lot more impactful on each round, and pretty much every round has been close, besides the rounds that they've won. For Horsemen, the 2 rounds that they've taken to their name, they've put underneath their belt, were a lot closer than some of the dominating fashions that we've seen for Kegs Gambit victory. Is now Jay's Wills on them. He just gets an entry on Glass, he just sprays at a barricade and gets a kill, That's the kind of stuff I die to in rank, and it frustrates me, and I'm sure SJ's gonna be feeling a very similar vein of emotions, as you know, Jays Wills just ran at him with a sniper rifle and put him down.
Very unlucky timing for SJ. He was closing up that barricade, just threw a Legion mine out, and Glaz just happened to be up that ladder.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't expect it. Neither did Keg on the other side of the map, as the room clearing operator we know as Jackal will take him down. Bro picking the Spanish operator because he and the man himself also share a very similar affinity for feet. Don't ever talk about toes in front of Bro, or else he's going to get a little bit rowdy. But he hasn't really tracked anything yet. He's just letting his gun do the talking, as the C7E is a very prolifically fragging potential. So, you know, he's just going to crutch on that gun as opposed to the actual utility of the operator. The smokes have been pretty good so far. It allowed them to have a good garage execute, but it's probably not going to come into favor until I completely curse it. And all of a sudden, Jace Will's peeking through a smoke, being Glaz and all, as that's what they do. If there's a smoke and, you know, there's a Glaz, you probably shouldn't stand in it, as there's going to be another smoke here going in as the plant execute is falling through. Candela's raining out, but it's going to be a shot coming from Smitty, dropping down the diffuser, and Jazzman. The refrag from Jays will go through as he taps away on the diffuser, reclaiming the fallen laptop that was dropped by Candela wielding Hong Kongian, but Nova on the flank and be able to take out Crow. But it's the refrag from the top as Carter's holding that flank, as trying to pre-fire away, has 81 bullets in his gun, is able to drop down his steam. But now he's in an awkward situation, with these angles that he wants to push are being held by the careful waiting eyes of both Carter and Jayswill, Noah, and the man Lynx. But it's just an awkward situation now. I don't think Kaz really knows where to go, but he knows how to shoot a steam in the face, as he's going to drop him off, also downing Carter. In the meantime, the attempt Kaz didn't pan through, and he's actually going to drop down Jayswill's as well. With the 7-second defuse time, I think he actually has it. It's going to be incredibly close.
Got it by a millisecond.
He did get it. That was as close as he could have possibly gotten. That was wow. I was kind of writing off that round in my mind, but
see, you didn't believe in Keg's Gambit. I told you they're gonna come out on top. You weren't believing
in the Keg. I was not a believer, I will say. Not a believer. But you know, as in the wide words of, I said wide word, in the wise words of Harrison Crow Broder, Lynx fucking trolled. And you know, you have to say, I think he did. The bomb was planted for him. The breaches were opened. He knew that the time was ticking down. The Maestro really didn't have a chance to do anything. And he just kind of had to sit in a corner and not peek. And then he peeked. And he got caught in 4K. Got dropped. And yeah. Keg picking up the Yana. That actually is his favorite operator on attack, besides Dokkaebi, because he thinks she looks like Sailor Moon. And he's a weeb. So yeah, that's why he said the princess is coming. And that's why that's the background of that, yes.
Makes a lot more sense.
He wasn't talking about you. I'm sorry. I don't know if he knows you're casting or not. I would hope he does. But Keg also can be quite oblivious about certain things. Every once in a while, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt and hope he knows. Oh, Henry's asking. Let's go.
5 seconds left before insertion.
This is why Henry's my favorite. He's the embodiment of my thought process.
It works.
Let's see if he knows. Dr. Pepper and Liquid. There.
I'll take it.
He's self-aware. He is self-aware. He doesn't miss. 100% accuracy.
So, Creeper is Dr. Pepper, right? Like, I'm Liquid?
Yeah.
That's okay, just wanted to make sure.
Uh-huh. You got picked up by Centus for Team Liquid social media manager.
Let's go, best social media manager now.
A bomb has been located.
You should just take over the Elevate social media.
You know, I do have the login.
You should tweet out this stream right now. Get us a lot of viewers.
You know? Alright, BRB, excuse me real quick. Let me just do that real quick.
Do it. And Jazz is vibing with the music box. It's not as good as our pre-show music that is composed by Peter Nightingale himself, you know and love him as Ferme, but Yeah, his name's Peter. He likes when people call him Peter. It's more sociable. So next time you see Ferme, just call him Peter. Makes him happy. But what's more so happy into the side of Keg's Gambit is that they have a lot of map control and are starting to wrap themselves around sight. Carter is the main line of defense for the majority of this push, as Jazzman and is that the Chonka? Yes, it is. Jazz hits a wonderful shot, but it's 2 players going down as Smitty, the flank watch, doing just that. He watched the flank. He did his job, taking out 2 players. Now Nova will put his hat in the bag as well, dropping down Carter, one of the main anchors back. Kaz on the other side taking down Crow, which is sitting off site, being a rat as he does. Now it's all Jay's Wills on site, but he's going to get swung with the fury of 1,000 suns as Keg, the main man, the main princess on the Yana, will drop down that free frag. And yes, Princess Yana. That's a reference to the love of his life, Princess Diana, who he got very sad at when he realized that she died.
Didn't she pass away a while ago?
Yeah, like
Okay.
a really long time ago. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was right on my history.
I know you weren't in the call when it happened, but it was in the Jazz Chord where Keg had a little bit too much of a certain kind of liquid to refresh himself and just sat there for an hour, just mumbling every couple minutes. It's not fair. That's the only thing he said for like an hour was, it's not fair. Just mumbling it over and over again, hugging his knees, rocking in fetal position.
Look, he had too much G Fuel that night, alright? He was a little...
He did have too much G Fuel.
A little tired.
Uh-huh. When, you know, when the sour blue chug rug really starts hitting, that's when you go into real gamer hours.
Interesting frost placement from Jazz, right next to the wall.
That's true. It's is that what they call a pog mat?
You know, I'd say yes, but most likely... Oh, they don't have a hard breach. Oh, they do. They have the ace. Feel like, hopefully, it'll get destroyed by the ace charge. Ace is gonna just throw it too low, and it's gonna destroy the frost mat, and then Jazz's whole plan just won't go through.
Yeah, and Jay's Will's plan didn't pan out either. He was spawn peeking and got in the inverse of that treatment. A bullet to the head instead of the bullets to the bodies of any of the attackers. Couldn't really do anything as the barking continues in chat from Keg's Gambit. Yeah. Keg is trying to clear upstairs by himself, but he's being pinched by 2 different players. Doesn't seem to know exactly what's going on in any capacity. Jazzman will make sure that ignorance is punished with a free kill onto their side. A jump out on the top floor didn't net any pressure because, surprisingly, nobody was over by the small garage wall. They have the necessary hard breach. Oh, they already got it open. That's why. They opened it and then they dipped. Crow has the P90.
But it worked.
I mean, I guess you can say it works. He's a 1v1 king, I guess. He's the 1-for-1 player. But Esteemed, he's going to be looking to go for more than one. He's taking out Kaz on one side, still sitting inside of sight, as now it's just Nova and Smitty against Carter on the flank, Jazzman somewhere. Oh, he made it to blue. He's actually pertinent to the round. And then Esteem, as we know, who's on site, dropping down Nova once again, as well as the diffuser, leaving it just up to the Nomad in a 1v3, able to take out Carter because he swung into an air jab. Not looking too good, but Esteem is just going to walk up and get that refrag. That's the cost of a good support player in the... Yeah, Maestro Gobert.
Just happened to see that little bit of him in the doorway. That was his downfall.
Ah, Crow's going random ops. That makes sense. I was wondering why he was literally playing a different op every single round, but...
It's his strats. He has it all like planned out.
Oh, he got Mira. His favorite operator to see on Oregon when they put him in E-Box. I'm looking at you, Graven EJ, with your stupid E-Box Mira that gets shot 5 seconds into the round every single time you place it. Yeah.
I like this pick from Keg. He went from IQ to Nuck.
Defenders,
Maybe it's
protect
just,
your
you
bombs
know,
from
a
being
bias
used by
thing,
attackers.
but I think it was the play that was needed.
Yeah, for Keg's Gambit, they have the lead. They still have a little bit of a buffer to keep on messing around and seeing what works. Mainly, the entirety of their team has been looking quite good. Smitty keeping up the fragging as the same number of kills as Esteem. Both of them leading their teams and tied up in the lobby. But the only numbers that really matter, the only numbers that are going to be crunch shown or anything, is Jazz. I'm not answering. I'm not answering.
5 seconds left.
You know, I'm part of the Horsemen. I'm actually the
Attackers are
fourth.
moving out to locate
I'm the
a
fourth
bomb
of the
and defuse it.
Horsemen. It's me, Carter, Crow, and Jazz himself.
Aren't there more than 4 people in that group chat?
Yeah, no. There's the 4 Horsemen, which are us 4, and then everybody else is the Horse Cocks.
Understandable.
That's the name of the group chat. That's the name of the group chat.
I've seen
devolved
that
really
on Twitter.
quickly. Yeah, it devolved really quickly. Yeah, who would have thought when you get a bunch of young adults together in a group chat that it would devolve into degeneracy? Not me. Never would have expected that one. But I also never would have expected Jazz to pick up the dock, considering hasn't been fragging very much. But it's the 2 brothers in arms on the French side, Crow and Jazz. Bring up the mantle on Solarium, but Keg dying on the other side. Looking quite good for, I believe that was Jay's Wills, who has been having a really great game so far. Kind of coming out of left field. Didn't know he played. I knew he casted a lot. He's kind of newer up on the scene and one of my quote-unquote casters to watch because I like the growth he's already shown. But it's a 4v3 situation. Take it away, Allie.
We've got the Nomad and the Ace waiting to push the bomb site. Got the Sledge down below. The Nomad was going for... That's both of them in Library? Both the Oryx and the Rook, but the Rook dropped down for hopefully a flank to go back to site.
Jazz is upset, and I like seeing Jazz upset. Jazz is really upset.
Oryx is going for the Ace and actually gets it, and that is Diffuser down. 2v3. Oryx is he's just vibing. Waiting for another pick, just chilling.
Yeah, he's playing the position really well. Just passive enough that he isn't exposing himself, but just sort of pushed up enough that everybody on the Keg's Gambit attack knows that he's at the top of Fireplace Stairs and are really hesitant to push in. They know that the diffuser's down, they have to reclaim it, but it's the pinch from the other side that will be a little bit more deadly. Jace Will still is able to shut down Smitty. He already got the ace. He got the kill onto the Norwegian operator, but he still has the potential for the 5 kills into his name for the other kind of ace. If he gets up these 2 remaining attackers, Cake has an SJ, he could do it, and now he has to because SJ got a triple kill. It's Jay's Wills on 5 HP against Kaz on about 15 HP. SJ nearly fully healed up, and it's the SMG-11. A single bullet was all that was necessary to drop down the Oryx, and that's match point for the analyst team. Keg's Gambit on 6.
I'm just saying, I told you as soon as attack comes, Keg's Gambit's got it. They're just gonna sweep the floor, and that's what they're doing.
Jazz.
To be
upset.
fair, all of the Horseman team, they were all random last round, and this
That is
round
true.
again minus links. They're all randoming ops again.
Yeah, it's been interesting to say the least. I think Jazz might rage quit. Maybe I'll do a Uno reverse card and let him cast with Ryan next map,
Protect your bombs from being
and I'll hop in.
You'll take his place.
Yeah, he seems to be upset.
I mean, that's not gonna change the outcome of Horseman's team. They're still gonna lose.
Yeah, I think they are going to lose this game unless they pull out like 4 rounds in a row. Which I don't know if they have it in them. Are they doing a sight fake? They're doing a sight fake.
I was stating that if you were on the Horseman team, they'd still lose. I don't know if you picked that up. I was slightly
I
roasting
was-
you.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
10 seconds to insertion.
you know, we're just vibing, we're chilling.
We're having a
I would
grand old
smoke you in a
time.
1v1, so that's all that matters.
Attackers
Alright, now you sound like Caliber Jacob, and he won't take the 1v1.
I'll take the 1v1.
Will you?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Everybody always forgets that, you know, I'm a collegiate comp star. You know? Deadliest smoke in the collegiate scene. So, yeah. People fear the name CDAPS.
Launching drone.
You know, I 1v5'd on Jacob's stream the other day.
Really?
Yeah. Against Atlee.Godsent, who we thought might have been you on an alt account. He was talking a lot of shit, saying he was going to report us to Intero and end our casting careers.
You see.
And he didn't know who Jacob was, which I thought was really funny.
I think that person had a better KD and win rate than me, so it's no way that was me.
Yeah. He was talking about his main account was Spoit, and we're just like, it's just not. You're going 2-7. It's just not you. It's just not Spoit.
Oh, then maybe that
Spoit would
was
be
me, 2-7.
Yeah, that's why I thought it would make a lot more sense. I also figured that would have been the best case scenario for the, like, the conclusion of the bit. That, like, this dude was, this Atlee.Godsent was just going absolutely crazy. You know what I just realized?
What?
The site fake is working. They're attacking the basement. They don't know that the site's upstairs.
I mean, they're going for the site. They just think it's downstairs. They're like, all right, we'll push it. They could just drone and figure out it's not down there.
It isn't. The site fake's working. They're gonna pull one over on the stats guys. Nobody on Keg's Gambit knows that they can just walk into site upstairs. It's all the way on the 3rd floor.
They're gonna push site in these last like 30 seconds, realize their mistake, and just attempt to go upstairs as fast as they can and maybe not make it.
They aren't gonna make it.
Bomb located by attackers.
Yeah, they're not on site. Esteem upstairs is the only one on site.
Attackers defuse the bomb diffuser.
Oh man, they don't know. He's gonna try to plant. He's gonna drop the diffuser.
Yep. He's gonna realize his mistake very soon.
Remaining.
I can't.
10 seconds remaining.
I think they just realized.
Yeah.
He just realized. They just realized. They just realized. Oh man. They.
They tried their
Wow.
best. They
I'm at a loss for words for that one. Keg's Gambit wanted to just do the regular attack, but they weren't ready for Crow's Gambit, which was putting all of their utility on a place that was not the bomb site and just hoping that the analysts were gonna fall for that trap. But everybody in the lobby is a random op. Everybody on blue. The horsemen, you know, they're having fun. Crow just doesn't want to play Frost. We'll pick up Bandit, I guess.
I'm still waiting on that knife fight. That's all I'm saying. I'm still
That's
hoping
true.
it comes
Henry,
out.
can you tell them to
Protect the
knife
bombs
fight
from being defused
next
by
round?
attackers.
Also ask Jazz if he wants to swap with me because he's not having fun.
Wow. Jazz is not having fun. Knife fight's cliche. Still fun. Might be cliche, but it's still pretty fun.
Yeah, I just want to see them. Like, if Jazz doesn't want to knife fight, they just kill him and do it anyways.
5 seconds to go. Attackers Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Wow, this is. He's struggling with the spelling, but that is a good word. I'm proud of Henry. His homeschool education really bringing him the tier 3 vocabulary word. Obliterate.
Attackers have located
He
a
wanted to
bomb.
say obliterated.
He tried. I know he put an extra E. I don't know how to spell the word, but I know for sure there's an extra
Jazz
E.
called me a collegiate caster, but little does he know that he wouldn't have a career at SCS if it wasn't for me.
So say, did Jazz also start out as a collegiate caster?
Yes, he did.
Yep.
He did. Yeah.
I do remember that from whenever I used to play collegiate. Jazz was a caster.
Yes, he was. He was a collegiate caster. And I'm not doing face at collegiate, so I mean, I'm not even a collegiate caster anymore. You know, I'll just be sitting here twiddling my thumbs, waiting for SCS Season 5. You know, we got some things in the works. Other things popping up. Stay tuned, TMTM. Eyes emoji. Eyes emoji.
Oh, you can't tell me? Like right now?
I can tell you that the quals are open, so you could sign up.
Can I 1v5?
You could build a squad.
No, 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 no.
Games.ut to carry you again.
1v5. That's what I need.
If you would win a single round, you would have a Twitter clip.
Exactly.
I mean,
Diffuser.
Ace every round. They'd never know.
yeah, that's true. You might get like you would be kicked out of FPLC. That's what happened to Dan. It was unfortunate, as he was trolling and going for clips, and they just kicked him out. Default got very mad. So, almost as mad as Jazz has gotten. But let's talk about the game, I guess. It's a 4v5 situation. Attempted hot breach coming through as SJ lets that G8 absolutely demolish Carter. He had no chance. He had no hope. And now it's a 4v4 situation with about 50 seconds left on the clock. Esteem still holding down Big Garage. He has the diffuser right next to him. That's what Nova was packing in his back pocket, and it got dropped straight onto the ground, as he also has a nice shallow cross with Jazzman. They do seem to know that the diffuser is down, and they're protecting it with their lives. Everybody else on Keg's Gambit probably has a little bit of an inkling of an idea that they know that they have diffuser, because for some reason... Nope, they had no idea. Steam's just going to get a triple kill. They walk right into his crosshair, as the Ella is just going to do with the Scorpion what most players try to do, even though they can't control the recoil. Esteem definitely can. KCAS dropping down Jay's Wills. That's the attempted refrag of Crow getting onto Keg. But Esteem, once again, for the 4th kill. Not a headshot this time out of the Scorpion, but body shots still just do enough. And they will take the round count a little bit closer. It's now 6-5, overtime potential. We're finally delivering on the promise that I gave to you that we would have a knife fight.
I'd also like to say maybe I jinxed Keg's Gambit just slightly. Well, let's hope I didn't. I feel kind of bad.
Yeah.
They're saving strats. That's what it is. They're just saving strats.
Just tell him to TK Jazz, Henry. I don't know why they want to prolong this game. They seem to be suffering. Jazz in particular.
I think
And
it's
then
just
if
Jazz.
It's a
Attackers need
lose-lose
to locate and
situation.
defuse bombs.
Styx isn't even in chat, and he's going after Styx. I love Styx. He's one of my favorite T5 players.
I am
But-
not that familiar with the T5 scene, so I will take your word for it.
He's funny every once in a while. He's funny.
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while. He hates my casting, but he comes into chat to talk to me while I'm casting, but then makes it very clear that the VOD is muted.
10 seconds to go.
He goes, I have this muted, but hi, CDAX.
You know, at least he's trying to support.
Yeah, more so supporting my casting
Locate and defuse
duos,
the
which is
bomb.
typically like
Attackers have located
Crow
a
or
bomb.
Carter, and they're like, ah, yes. Well, let's listen to the superior casters. He actually unmutes, so he starts off unmuted, waits till Crow finishes talking, mutes, and then just like toggles it every once in a while to like make sure that I'm not talking.
That takes effort.
It does take effort. Funnily enough, that's how Crow, Harrison Broder, used to watch Pro League back when Bloodbath casted. he would mute every time Bloodbath talked. Fun stories.
Great stories.
Alrighty, 2 minutes left. Only damage done has been onto Jay's Wills. He was downed, but thankfully for him that there was a doc. There was a trained medical professional to bring him back to about 75. And right now, that doc, esteemed, sitting on 14 kill, definitely has been violating his Hippocratic oath just a little bit. He's saying in his mind that I can give life as well as take it away. And right now, Keg's Gambit is trying to strip away the lives of all the Horseman defenders, as well as that map control over towards site. There's map control up top as well, trying to imply some vertical pressure, maybe some flank potential on the variety of staircases, the multitude of stairs that either of these teams can traverse to just kind of go in between the different floors. A lot of soft destruction already done, a lot of rearranging of the bomb site has been applied by the Horsemen. They have a lot of angles, and for the side of Keg's Gambit, they're probably looking into the site and saying, this is absolutely terrifying. We have no idea what to see. You know, this is a mind game. This is a strat book level destruction that Horsemen are really showing that they did practice, but they're still getting smoked.
They had the scrims. They were getting ready for it. Had all the shots ready.
That is true. I mean, LFS channels exist for a reason. You know, they were in the CCS going for it, but now Jazz takes out Smitty. That's a good frag to get. Keg will get the refrag, but that's trading your best player for the mid-pack of Jazzman so far. Bro, imagine Crow able to drop down Nova. Another good pick, dropping the diffuser onto the ground, but SJ is going to go in and just drop down Carter. It's now Esteem, Jay's Wills, and Crow against Keg, Kaz, and SJ. Keg getting a double kill, letting that Blackbeard DMR absolutely decimate Noah. Jay's Wills on the top of the staircase, leaving it just up the dock and the castle. Doc able to drop down Kaz, leaving it just up to the final two players. There's 20 seconds left on the clock. Diffuser's dropped in sight, but so are the hatches open. They can be shot from any angles. They need to get the plant down sooner rather than later. Keg's gonna start typing away on that diffuser, but Crow has the hatch open, is trying to find it. But that should be a steam to drop down. SJ Crow dropping, falling from the heavens, and sending Keg straight down to hell. That is Horsemen with the round tied up, sending us to overtime.
I definitely jinxed Keg's Gambit. Spoke too soon.
I mean, it's just a double 4-2 split. Kind of expected. People don't know how to attack the map that well because nobody plays it, because it just gets banned whenever it shows up in ranked or unranked because nobody wants to. So then nobody's going to learn it. And then if you don't know the map, it naturally becomes defender-sided because the attackers don't know what to do. And it's just easier to defend than to attack. Unless you're on like coastline where you can sit on ruins or sit on the roof and kill people as they walk around.
I'm just saying, if you sit on the roof on coast, then you sound like you need a hug. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm the kind of guy that I was gonna make a joke, but I actually get really upset when I die. That kind of stuff. I was gonna say I'm the dude on consulate that sits on the spiral rappel with those little slits and just stares at long desk for the entirety of the round, and I'll get my frag. You know, I'm doing my
one
work
pick
for the team. Yep. Those are the kind of people that really need a hug.
You know, anyone who sits and holds an angle like the entire round, I think they need a hug.
Yeah.
Just need
You to feel the warm, tender embrace of something.
of someone that isn't their computer.
Yep. What's worse is, so you know cafe, you're familiar with cafe.
Sadly.
So bakery.
Yes.
Bakery double door.
Attackers are moving out to
Yes.
locate a bomb and defuse it.
We played against somebody who played Blackbeard every round and upside down repelled on bakery double
A
door
bomb has been located.
for the entirety of the round.
Upside down rappel
Oh.
on that door drives me nuts.
With a face shield.
Oh man.
Ooh. Guys narrowly missing on Denova.
Tagged him a little
Now it's-
bit.
Yeah. This is interesting. You know, it's just a highly aggressive game for the side of the Horsemen. They're just swinging everything. It seems Keg's Gambit's trying to go a little bit more structured, but they've fallen off. Their defenses were strong, but their attacking's not as much. Gazman also waking up has been warmly welcomed to the side of the Horsemen team. No longer is he really far behind everybody. He's actually doubling the kills of Lynx, who now is throwing an impact nade and will get a kill onto Nova. Yeah, that happened. A refrag from SJ nonetheless will end his reign of terror. He still had one more Pokeball that he could have tried to catch a attacker, but it's just a flurry of kills back and forth. This Keg's gonna take out Jay's Wills. SJ dropping down Jazzman as it's a Steam and Crow against the final two players that run through the wall. Didn't pan out. He was hand delivered, wrapped up in a box, and put in a body bag by SJ. Now it's Crow down below trying to get the Nitro kill, and he'll be able to take out Keg, but that's not the player that you needed to remove. The diffuser still going down, as now it's Kaz and SJ, the two analysts, the two stat takers, against the casting legend that we know as Crow.
Before anything happens, who you think wins this?
I think Crow wins this.
Think Crow wins the 1v2?
Uh-huh. Ice in his veins. You know, he actually has a medical issue. You know, he had to go to the hospital the other day because he's just veins too icy, too stone cold. He knows that one player's over inside a piano, but he's slowly running out of time. The clock ticking into the favor of the attackers at each passing moment. Free Fire's here, shots being exchanged, but no real damage done onto either of these players besides SJ from his prior engagements. Now it's a drop shot coming through, pistol out, and I'm wrong. Keg's Gambit takes the round. And SJ, once again on the G8, looking like a crutch.
Oh man, that hip fire. I would be very sad if I died to that.
Yeah. As a Steam said, I'm sorry, SJ, but for IQ G8, you do get 0 bitches. I'm sorry. You don't get any bitches for that one.
Just use the AUG. It's fine.
Yeah. So, Allie, let's say somebody was trying to woo you, and they were just trying to flex their clips on Rainbow Six Siege, and all the clips are the G8.
You know,
What does that do? Is that
I don't think that's gonna
is
work.
that an Insta block on Twitter?
I wouldn't say an insta block, but it's definitely So how bad are you?
Attackers need to locate
Oh man.
bombs if they can.
Almost like, you know, no offense to Jazz and Keg, but people who play Blackbeard, they need a
Yeah.
hug. Those people
They
need a
need-
hug.
What operators don't need a hug to play?
Bomb located by
What are the
attackers.
operators that you think are like, oh wow, he's a blank main?
You know, Capital takes some skill. I'll give it that. He doesn't really have like any like really like.
To insertion.
Oh man, his like guns are OP. Annoying to die to him, but I think he's one of those like, you know, that's kind of impressive because he's not really played that often. Like every now and then you'll see him in like ranked, sometimes in like comp settings, but not often.
So I will do my obligatory. Crow is single and on the Capital, so you know, maybe I'm doing a matchmaker here. You know, you have his Discord. You can hop on the Discord anytime. You'll find him there. You can see the giant loving picture of Yamero yelling "Eat my Crow." And there goes Jazzman. Really should have won that. It was against the UMP. I don't think SJ knows that he downed him, but both of them did a lot of damage. The Finka actually coming into play by reviving Jazz. Haven't seen that in a long time. But you know, now it's Crow on the prowl with that aforementioned Capital, hunting down SJ on the pulse. SJ's been going kind of crazy. 16 kills to his name, but not a whole lot of HP. Just trying to gather any intel with the cardiac sensor, trying to figure out where exactly the horsemen are pushing. But even though I have third eye view, I don't even really know where they're pushing.
Between SJ and Esteem, they're both tied for 16 kills. Who do you think gets more?
Attackers drop the diffuser.
I think Esteem on the Finka has crackhead energy right now. Finka, you know, Finka's one of those operators that really interesting. You know, not really played much, and neither will the Candelas come into play as Keg absolutely destroys Jazz, drops the Kendrick Lamar quote in chat, aka damn. We'll take a little bit more damage as he's peeking back and forth, doing the dance of death with Crow on the top of Solarium stairs, as Esteem is just on the balcony trying to push inside a bathroom. There's nobody in it, but they have a shallow cross. They don't want him to just be able to jump in. That's where Nova is manning that position. Esteem from the other window going down. Carter taking down Keg as it's a trade tit for tat back and forth. But the Aruni gates will still remain. That's the impact left. But Carter picking up a double kill. I don't think the Cavs knew that that was a player. He blended in quite well with his Navy SEAL armor.
That was kind of unfortunate. He did look at him for a little bit.
Yeah, and then the face shield ate a couple of points.
Yep.
Nitro Cell down below. There goes Jay's Wills. Maybe should have gotten the double kill, but it's another kill for SJ nonetheless. The Capital Firebolt will actually finish off Nova. Really well played by Crow, cutting off any rotations, trying to get this plant down. And this Nitro Cell from the Pulse has been removed. It is a null factor so far, but Smitty taking out Crow. He was laying prone in a corner, but he still did not win that fight. It's all up to Carter in a 1v2 situation. Luckily enough for him, each of these players are on 1 HP, and he doesn't even need it on the last one because the 4K clutch from Carter. Finally answering the question I asked in the beginning. Can casters play? Yes, they can. Wonderful from the main man, Carter Hannafeld.
That was pretty good. But like I stated before, Blackbeard.
Yep, he's still getting 0 bitches for that, but he's one of the very few people in the scene with an IRL girlfriend, so I still have to give him props there. He never lets me forget that he doesn't have 0 bitches. So yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Burnt Turkey's in chat. Hi, Austin. I love you. Get on a team that I can cast. Have a Kara get into a league that I cast, please. I miss you. But hey, guess what, Allie?
What?
It's overtime match point.
All right, go. Who do you think's winning?
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Horseman.
Horseman? I'm still going with Keg. Keg's Gambit. That's still what I'm going with.
You know, it's defense on basement. Horsemen have proved that they can defend basement even when it's not the site.
But now it's the site, and I'm pretty sure when they actually were on basement, they lost? I could be wrong, don't quote me. But I thought they lost on basement.
Yeah, I haven't been taking notes, I usually do, but it's just...
10 seconds to go.
I think I would develop a...
5 seconds remaining.
That is right. Henry is smarter than both of us combined. Remember they got they killed Nova really early on in the round in Big Garage, and then Esteem went kind of crazy with the Ella getting a 4K.
You're right. I thought they played Garage twice, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a 4-2. And Keg doesn't know that R6 Dick isn't... He's not quite here yet. That is a certified creepery moment, because he sometimes has bad takes, but he's not here. We still have the Dr. Pepper loving Elevate lady.
Lady person.
Lady person. I'll call you a lady person from now on.
I am a lady person, yes, thank you.
Esteem, really great kill onto Keg, but Nova finishing off Jay's Wills. Not looking too hot. That was the attempted bandit trick coming through, as now those bandit batteries will not be shuffling around, and the breach can most likely occur. But upstairs, SJ is trying to roam clear out Esteem. That's the two titans of this game clashing in a sort of indirect fashion. SJ knows that Esteem's somewhere. He's on his patented Jaeger. He's going back to his actual comp route and trying to frag out and put this game into its closing dying embers. But the flames have not been extinguished quite yet. There's a minute and 45 still remaining. A lot of pressure coming in from the top side. That garage breach is open, but it seems to be an audible call from Keg's Gambit. They want to push main stairs, maybe a little bit of blue pressure over towards elbow, but that's being locked down by Esteem.
I'm really, really hoping this attacking team just last minute gets it.
You know, a woman can dream, or a lady person.
Lady person can dream.
Yep, another kill for Esteem. That's the double on the round. Now SJ knows that he's locked inside of games. Kaz is trying to just open up anything, but it's actually going to be the head of Esteem being opened up by SJ. Probably the most impactful frag that they could have gotten, but you still have Crow alive on 13 kills. Is it enough? Does SJ have enough in the tank to continue the fragging train? I don't quite know. A nice long nitro toss will actually drop down SJ. He was cooking a nade, but luckily for him, he didn't go into martyrdom effect and kill himself right after. Some attempted cut off from the smoke canisters. Jazz really doing his role well, but even more so is SJ pushing down the main stairs, being revived, throwing a nade over towards Blue, and it will not connect except for 50 damage onto Jazzman. More Capital fire. Actually, no, that was Vulcan fire. That was a shield being exploded as Nova's going to explode the head of Carter, taking the man advantage back into the favor of the Kegs Gambit attack, but they're locked out of heaven like the old Bruno Mars song. The smoke canisters blocking down anything that they want to push through. Kaz getting caught with a nade in his hand, goes down to about 5 HP. A single puff of gas will finish him off, but it's the bullets of the SMG-11 putting him into the DB&O state. Nova tapping away on the diffuser. They don't seem to know exactly where he is. SJ's going to be able to take him out, and he actually goes crazy with the pistol and finishes it up.
King's Gambit took it.
I'm upset. A 3K with the pistol with no time left.
And SJ got more kills.
SJ's built different. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
He was doing his best.
He dropped a 20 bomb. But you know, you still have to say he gets 0 bitches for that because he was using G8.
Look, he used the pistol. Okay, you gotta give him that.
Yeah, you have to respect. He did switch to the Ana, so that's like a quarter. He gets a quarter bitches for that one.
He gets just a little bit, you know, not the entire, but just a little bit.
He gets like a girl on the other side of the bar slowly glancing at his direction for a millisecond. That's what he gets out of that one.
The nice little smile. That's all he gets.
He gets the smile and little wave like that. That's all he gets. He gets, and then she leaves.
She leaves with her boyfriend. You gotta give that. Yeah. She waits and then just leaves with her man. He's sitting there like, all right, well, that's what I get.
Time to die now.
Time to be upset.
Yeah, I think Jazz is still really upset. He went negative in a game that he said he was going to hard carry. And SJ doubled up his kills. SJ dropped buckets on him, even though he's typically known for his work behind the scenes, just typing numbers into spreadsheets. But, you know, maybe he should be on a team. Let's start up an SCS team. We'll compete in leagues such as AGN, where we can buy the battle pass and auto qual.
He's actually secretly like one of the best players, but you know, doesn't want to show up to the scene. Doesn't want to make other people feel bad.
Yeah, SJ actually stands for Spoit Junior.
Oh.
That's his alt account. That makes a lot more sense.
Yep.
We're sick of running it up in EU. Yeah, we're doing our constellation work. Yeah, I think we're actually going to go ahead and switch over to a quick intermission. Unfortunately, Allie's going to be leaving the booth. I hope you had a lot of fun.
I did. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Alrighty, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Everyone, don't go anywhere because we have a couple more players and coaches. Oh, we're not taking a break. It's just me and it's just full screen me. Yeah. Hi guys. I don't like it when Ferme does the full face. It makes me feel awkward and a little bit self-conscious, but hi. How are you guys doing today? You can't tell I'm in eternal pain because now it's just me. You just have to stare at my face, and I'm trying my best to make eye contact. And yeah. So anyone seen any good movies? I'm just, hey, my pain counter went up. Good job. It's up to 2. I don't know what to do here because Ferme just sprung this on me. I'm just trying to do my best. This is probably the most awkward segment I've ever experienced on a broadcast. And I did RSA, so yeah. Is Ryan here? Is Ryan live now? Am I saved? Nope. He's still trying to figure out how to connect in. It's in the top right corner of the URL. Oh. Hey. Now we get frozen freeze frame, Allie. It's better than just my face. Yeah. There he is. You are Allie Princess. R6 Dick. welcome,
Thank you.
main man, Liquid Penis.
That's what they call me.
How are you doing today?
I'm vibing. You know, I'm on my MacBook Air, so you know if there's any issues here, I apologize for that.
Yep. So did you watch the first game?
I did. It was an interesting match, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. It was mainly interesting because SJ was just absolutely demolishing everybody. I think he was. I didn't expect that. I thought Smitty was gonna be the hard carry. Yeah.
Yeah.
He dropped 20. That's a lot of kills.
I can't even count that high, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere after 13 and somewhere before 76.
It's in between there for sure.
It's somewhere in between.
Definitely.
Like there's at least 20 people in the United States. Or for you, Canada.
Yeah.
United States and Canada.
I mean, there's at least 10 in Canada. I gotta be.
Yeah, Canada's slightly smaller.
Yeah, I gotta be conservative there. You know, don't want to overestimate.
So what do you think about the moose population of Canada? Is it as much as the horseman population in this lobby?
you know, I mean, can't say for sure. It's a tough one. They didn't let me in their group chat though, so I'm disappointed.
You know, you might be able to make a case.
Yeah,
because you've now casted.
I'm now a caster, right? That's what they said. I had to fit the requirements there.
So, Skyscraper.
Yeah.
Do you know the callouts on this map?
No,
don't either.
I do not. No,
I don't either.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. The Blackbeard band coming out though. That's interesting. Is that from Lynx's team or
Yeah,
not?
that was from Carter's team. The Ash band coming through again.
Why?
I'm surprised they didn't ban the IQ. I would have banned the IQ personally because that did a lot more damage on the G8. But you know, to each their own. Blackbeard is a lot stronger on a map such as Skyscraper because there's windows and windows are scary.
Windows are scary, Connor. What an analysis right there.
Yeah,
Damn.
I mean that's why they pay me the big bucks to analyze.
That's why they pay you the big bucks.
And then you get paid the big bucks for making memes, I guess.
Yeah, that's what they call me in the Slack. They're just like the meme guy. That's it.
Yeah. Keg can play Dokkaebi. That's scary. Keg is actually a force on the Dokkaebi. And he realizes that. Valkyrie also a very strong operator on Skyscraper. So no run.
Yeah, I played a rank game with
Keg.
Keg before. He plays Valkyrie. He does play Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah. He sucks
And
though.
Steam has to pop off a lot more than he did. He has to keep up with SJ. Did Crow switch accounts? Crow switched accounts.
Oh no.
From Alright Bruh to OK Corvid. He leaked a very
He leaked the name.
He leaked the name of our CCS qual stack.
That's just not cool, man. That's uncalled for.
Yeah. So if you didn't know, we have a CCS qual stack. It's
Defenders, protect your
a
bomb.
bunch of random players that we adopted.
You're coaching them, I heard.
Yeah.
It's like a 1-to-1 player to coach ratio.
So we have Ammunition Edward. He's gonna be coached by Caliber Jacob. We have OK Corvid, who's gonna be coached by Alright Crow. We have Cougar, who's gonna be coached by Lynx. We have Rock Guy, who's being coached by Jazzman. And we have Decaps, who's gonna be coached by me, C-Daps.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm trying to tweet something in R6 Dick that I'm casting this.
You're gonna give us the
Attackers are moving out to
promotion?
locate a bomb and defuse it.
Yeah.
This is the networking that we so desired.
I wanted to say in like the tweet like I'm casting this, but like am I really? Like I don't know what I'm doing here, Connor. I'm not gonna lie.
Just talk.
I just talk? That's my job.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you see happening?
What do I see happening here? Well, you know, a very standard setup
It's a smiley
from
face.
the defenders here from Keg's Gambit. You know, I'm only calling it standard because I've literally never seen another setup on this map before.
That is true.
So you know, we've set the standard here in competitive play, just in this match alone.
Yeah. We're like that. We're like that case described in the musical of Hamilton, you know, setting all of the legal precedents in the budding United States. Law
I have
system.
not watched Hamilton, but I agree.
That's rough.
100%.
That's rough, buddy. It's
Yeah. It's actually blocked here by the Canadian government. We don't want propaganda.
Oh yeah. You can't know about United States history, but you might
That's
realize
right.
that you're an inferior country.
That's false. But how's the healthcare over there? What happens if you break your legs?
I have insurance, so I'm good.
Insurance. Sounds like a scam.
Yeah, I think Crow needs some insurance because he's dead. That's rough. They don't seem to know where SJ is, as he could swing out at any given moment trying to hunt Jay's wills on the Hibana, who has an inkling that he might be somewhere, but doesn't quite know he's in the left corner. He's playing this very carefully. It's a really big standoff, as now the location will be confirmed, as now a crossfire is also established with another player. Jay's will doesn't really know where to go, so he's going to go outside. Now he's going to be able to take out Nova, but does he know? As I'm stammering and stuttering my words, as I'm kind of getting kicked off the caffeine. Yeah, 50 seconds left.
I mean, this is really going to go down the wire here, Connor, right? I mean, a 3v4 situation here, 40 seconds on the clock. You know, this could really go either way. The defenders with the man advantage, but you know, the attackers, they have this control and they can pinch down onto the site. But it will kind of come down to a matter here of if they can clear out Keglanek from above. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Steeman here getting quite aggressive here, and you know, does Max know where he is? No, he will not. He will get taken out. The above control going to the attackers, and Link's actually pushing down these stairs.
15 seconds to go.
You know, Connor, this will really go down to the wire. Another kill from Carter,
10 seconds left.
and another one from him. A double kill on the round. But does he? He does not know. He turns around. The attackers take the round, and Horseman will be taken that first round on Skyscraper.
Yeah, really interesting. Jace Wilson was just staring at him. That is a question mark moment. I don't know what the mute was trying to do. He said he was trying to hide. And yeah. Jazz once again going for the collegiate. He's trying to shit talk the collegiate when we all know Matt Squared would smoke his pack into a point where he would retire. And he also has not gotten accepted into a university. So
Imagine.
yeah. It's rough. He's also 0
It's rough.
and picking the glass. Yeah, illegal skins.
Illegal
we'll go with
skins.
that. We do have a rule book here, so we're actually going to have to forfeit that entire last map.
Yeah.
Defenders, protect your bombs
So
from
yes,
being
it
defused
does
by
seem
attackers.
horsemen are protesting, so we're gonna have to go to a pause that I'm actually gonna deny. That's my power. I have the power to say
Bomb
no.
located by attackers.
This is the CDAPS Champion Series with special
Protest
guests Ali
denied.
Princess and the wonderful Creepery 63 underscore 60 R6 penis. First I had Elevate on, now we have Liquid. And we're just networking with all of the orgs.
You should check out that Liquid game in the in-game shop though. Or Liquid skin, sorry, in the
Yeah,
in-game
you should
shop.
buy the Liquid skin. It's for the
5
LA5.
seconds left before insertion.
It is. Is it still in the shop? I think it is.
Yes,
right?
it is. It is.
Attackers
You should also
It's
buy
been
the
in-
Elevate one.
bomb.
It's pretty
The
cool.
Elevate one is pretty cool. It has the topography on like the Damascus
Right.
pattern, which is kind of cool because Elevate, you know, mountains, it's thematic. I like attention to detail on designs.
You
Yeah.
did the tier list with me, right?
I did do the tier list with you, yes.
Yeah, you were part of the reason why the Elevate skins
You got what, B tier?
up there.
Yeah.
You actually brought that analysis to our attention, I guess.
So now let's see the analysis. What do you think the attackers are trying to do besides kill Keg?
You know, this is like a standard toxic loadout, you could say. No Ying on the board, which is interesting, but you know, you got the lion, you got the Glaz, you got the Jackal. You know, this is intended to clear the roamers out, which the attackers had a bit of trouble with last time. Jazz with a double kill on the round, though. Trying to get the third. Will not be successful.
He's doing his best Chris Kyle impersonation so far, assassinating 2 members of the Kegs Gambit defense, and it's not looking good for them, as maybe this is just going to be an attacker-sided skyscraper, or just Horsemen are fed up with the analysts showing that they can shoot back as they have the necessary information. KCAZ is going to end the reign of terror of Jazz, as well as a couple of other people. Carter taking out Smitty and dropping Kaz into the DBNO state. Will he be revived? Probably not, but Jay's Wills will fall down and drop the diffuser outside because SJ's built different. Now it's a flurry of kills back and forth. The final finish off as the Steam headshots. Oh, it wasn't a finish down. It was both players getting it nearly frame perfect. No, Carter. I'm just confused now. My head's hurting. It's hard to cast this.
Carter might be 4 feet tall, but he can't shoot.
He can shoot. He is 4 feet tall.
Did you see that video on my Twitter account where I analyzed his height?
I did. That was really funny with the Carter door picture.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I like that.
It was scientifically accurate. I got it approved by Bill Nye himself.
Yeah, and you also sent it to Neil deGrasse Tyson, who agreed.
Yeah.
You got all ends of the spectrum.
You know those Minecraft like speedrunning things?
Mm-hmm.
You know those videos where they're like exposing people?
Yeah, like Dream.
And and it has like that music of like the, I don't know, it's like the intense music.
Yes.
That's why I did the links.
That is
Exposed him.
You did expose him.
He claimed he was like what, 5'7"?
You know, I guess we'll see at the next invite that we can go to how tall he really is.
2024.
If it's all the way till 2024, man, that's gonna be sad.
Yeah, I'm worried, man, because I just, it's not getting better, eh?
Yeah.
Are we a little bit on the broadcast?
No, let's steer away. Just wear a mask. That's all we have to say. Just wear a mask.
Wear a mask. Whoa, don't get too political on me though.
5 seconds remaining.
You know, I could talk politics, but you know, I only talk politics when Carter's on the call, 'cause it's fun. You're also Canadian, so we don't share the political system.
We don't have politics
Disgust.
in Canada.
Yeah, you just have Intero.
Yeah. He actually,
Attackers' bomb has been dropped.
yeah,
Attackers have recovered
just is politics. He's the only political person in all Canada.
Which isn't a bad thing, I will say. Not a bad thing. Yaz almost headshotted him through a wall. He almost got blessed. But you know, now we're going to see what would have been the Blackbeard playing on this rappel, but instead will be the Glaz just holding every single rotation within the site, making B site essentially just that one corner. If SJ moves from, he will die most likely unless Jazz whiffs. And on the other side, it's a horizontal clear being brought out by the rest of the Horsemen. A little bit of damage going here and there, mainly onto Carter on the Blitz, just running around as Germans love to do. Crow on the G8, can't quite get it done, and it's a refrag here, back and forth. Crow taking out Keg, Nova dropping down Carter, and in the inside of sight, SJ peeked the Glaz and died.
Damn.
Yep, that's another Kendrick Lamar quote. Damn.
Yeah. It's a banger album as well.
It is a banging album. So I don't know why Jazz swung in, but it was ill-advised, and so was Nova peeking Crow because he's on a heater with Diffuser in his back pocket. Evening up the man count after a quick blow will be a 2-2 man count. Keg saying that he's a Regigigas. He's got that slow start, if you're understanding of competitive Pokemon, that he starts off with lower stats, and after about 2 to 3 rounds, he really starts ramping it up and showing his prowess. That's what Keg is trying to do, as he's currently 0-3 and struggling to get anything going. But now, getting going will have to be the Horseman attacker, who are right on the edge of sight with no control and have to make something happen.
The nade will get eaten up here by the ADS though, and you know that might harm the Horsemen here, as they will have to push into sight without that additional utility.
bomb diffuser.
But Smith will take out Corvid. Okay, Corvid. And Esteem will take out KCAZ, which will leave this into a 1v1 situation with 35 seconds on the clock. Now, Smith is holding that diffuser, but does Esteem have the info? And, you know, it appears not, as Esteem will be pushing into the site, ignoring that diffuser and draining that clock.
Yeah, there's only 20 seconds left, and it's a game of wits. Esteemed versus Smith. Player versus analyst, both at a high level, but it seems like Smith is playing the smarter way. He's going to be pre-firing away, but he can't hit the shots. Esteemed finding the head of the Jaeger, who just didn't need to peek. And right there, that's a furry moment for Esteemed, as he's just going to take another round into the side of the Horsemen. 3-0 lead.
That is indeed a furry moment. That is hard to disagree.
It is a, I'm sure Sipcap, if he's in chat, is feeling really proud of Esteem for that one.
Oh yeah, for sure. Wow, Keglanek 0-3. Damn.
He's looking like Jazz last game.
Yeah.
Jazz
think,
was struggling, and he was mauling and very, very upset.
Do we think Keg has the temper though? That's the question.
Don't
I mean, he's
know.
able to advertise the quals. Can he advertise that KD?
Attackers need to locate and defuse
He does
the bomb.
advertise the quals. Did it pretty well. I'll give it to him. I think he's gonna be desk hosting for the grand finals, so whenever he's done, looking good. I'm sure
he doesn't want to.
we'll
He
have
doesn't
a
want to
lot
burn
more
out. You
people.
know.
I'm sure we'll
You
have a
gotta-
lot
you gotta
more
save
people ready
that,
for that. That's gonna be a really good match, man. Down to Earth versus Pride. I'm excited for that one. I think
Yeah,
it'll be
you
great.
know, I gotta cheer for my my boys on Pride though. What about you?
Oh, I'm a Down to Earth guy. I've been friends with Exile and Novosa for quite some time,
10
all the way
seconds
back on
remaining.
their Homeland Academy days.
I actually qualled with Salt and Crafty. Two
They're good
SCS
players. They
all the way
really,
back.
Attackers objective is
they
to
Yeah.
really
locate the bomb and defuse
turned
it.
Pride around.
I like to pretend I carried them, but I really didn't. I mean, I was on the therm, so.
R6 Dick, Seed Apps, Handshake Emoji, playing Thermite.
Yes, sir.
Support gang rise up. There's not really a support player on Horseman. They haven't brought a single hard breacher any round. I guess besides the Steam last round, that's like kind of like a half hard breach. And Keg's just talking about how big his hands are. So I guess that's pertinent information. Jazz and SJ are next to each other. He's holding a bullet hole and gets swung and absolutely demolished by SJ. SJ's also gonna go crazy onto Crow. He doesn't get flashed. He's SMG-12 in hands, able to drop down the blitz too. Everybody just runs at him and he kills everybody except Carter. Is now in a 1v2 situation after that double kill for him. My head hurts from watching this. SJ was just sitting in a corner doing nothing. Jazz is mad and calling him a loser even though he was holding bullet holes.
I mean, what's new, really? Jazz mad?
Yeah.
Jazz a loser? You know, not a lot.
SJ's just literally playing the game, and Jazz was holding bullet holes. And got upset.
If Carter wins this round, can you do that like Sticula thing where he gets like he does like and he wins
want me
the
to
round? You know that?
You want me to like get really hype?
Yeah, like the Stokes Sticula, like it's iconic, man.
Yeah. So Carter's in a 1v1 situation, and he's gonna get it! What a wonderful shot from the C8! Carter with a 1v4 clutch! He will get it done and make sure that the flawless rounds still go into the hands of the Horsemen!
That
That?
is accurate, Connor. I cannot disagree. That was impeccable. What a impersonation there.
Yeah,
You're about to take both their jobs, both Stokes and Sticula.
dude. It's just one of those days, man. We're
Just
just
one of those days.
just one of those days. Carter is 7-1.
Yeah.
That's why
I mean,
that's why the player that he coaches on HC Esports is, Cougar. He's our entry. He's a
He's
hell of a
gotta-
gunner. Hell of a gunner.
he's got to compensate for his height somehow, you know.
Yeah. Short
If
in
Lynx
real
ever
life,
watches this back,
absolutely
he's gonna,
massive in game.
Protect your bombs from being used by attackers.
If Lynx ever watches back, he's gonna be mad. I gotta make a few more jokes about Lynx. Lynx neck. He's got a neck. And it's long.
He does have a long neck.
And you know that headphone dent?
He does have a head dent. But yeah, he
take
also
that, Lynx.
Located by attackers.
he put a dent into the confidence of Keg's Gambit.
That's deep. That's like some Shakespeare stuff right there.
That is some Shakespeare stuff, man. I'm gonna write a sonnet.
We're gonna start like studying you in English class, man. High school English.
You know, I'm pulling up
5 seconds
sonnet
left before insertion.
Shakespeare. I'm pulling up number 18. Shall I compare thee
Attacker's
to a
objective
carter's
is to defuse
dent?
a bomb.
Thou art more dented and more temperate. Rough
Sheesh.
frags do shaking the darling buds of Keg's Gambit, and all summer's leaf hath all too short around. Sometime too bad the eye of heaven shines, often is his buck complexion dimmed, and every frag from frag sometimes declined, by chance nor skill is the changing course untrimmed.
I hope someone like joined the stream just as you said that.
As I was memeing Sonnet 18 by William Shakespeare.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That was a
What?
whiff.
What a frag from Jazz though.
Yeah, body shots with the SMG-12 are not easy to hit. That is a weapon that just takes you along for the ride as soon as you start holding the trigger on that one. It gets a little bit squirrely, a little bit unruly, a little bit hard
A
to
bomb has
handle,
been
but
located.
it seemed Jazz was able to put a muzzle on the beast of the SMG-12 and able to get a frag right there. Esteem also taking out Nova, as this is just the dichotomy of man. Last time Keg's Gambit was absolutely dominating the Horsemen. They started to get back in the game a little bit. Now the Horsemen are fed up. They're just absolutely obliterating anything Keg's Gambit are bringing on the defensive side, and looking quite good while doing so.
Damn.
This is where you talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 4v3, so it's still not the worst case scenario for Keg's Gambits. They have sight control and only one man disadvantage, which could be swung into their favor at any given moment, especially because Smitty's going on this late flank as the Maestro. 81 bullets is more than enough to take out the remaining 4 attackers if he's really accurate. You don't even need to be because it's an LMG. You just go over and over again and hopefully people die in your crosshair and you don't ever have to reload. But now Keg, feeling the pressure on sight from the vertical holes opened up, will be only met by Carter falling and feeling the pressure over towards the black stairs as Smitty's position is too elite.
Crow's gonna go for the plant here though. Is SJ gonna peek into it, preventing it? No, he will not. The impact will come out. They have no idea where he is. 2 impacts missed, but Jazz is taking damage from the other side of the map now. And so is Smith with the 81. The Corvid is peeking out with the SMG-11 in hand, and a nade will come from Jazz. Will it connect? No, it will not. SJ takes out Corvid. Smith takes out Jazz. Looking this is a 1v3 for Jay-Z, but the plant is going down. SJ is sticking. Oh, is not sticking that actually. Jay-Z above on the hatch. Will he peek? No, he will not. Trying to delay the time here, but Keg will start the plant. 2 ticks. Will take out SJ, but the plant is stick, and Smith will take him out. A quad kill for him, and the round going to Keg's Gambit.
Bomb defusing attempt.
You know, if he killed the diffuser, I don't know if the Maestro would have had enough time. It would have had to been immediate reaction and would have been very, very close. But the balls of steel on Kegelneck, the desk host, turning into the martyr for the Keg's Gambit team. Just stick in the diffuse, you know? It's hard
know.
to stick the diffuse when bullets are flying around you. It's just nerves of steel. He's just sitting there and goes, you know what? Hold F key. I'm fine with dying. But he didn't, and he won the round.
That was my best attempt at like actually casting there. I don't think I did too bad.
It wasn't that bad. Not gonna lie, wasn't that bad.
Yeah. At
Does
Rainbow
Team
Six
Liquid
Esports
need a-
NA. Yeah.
Team Liquid needs a dedicated caster to cast all
Attackers
the
need to
esports.
locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah. I literally I like cast for like jokes in Discord sometimes. I suck, man. Like I suck.
Does it give you more appreciation for us, all of your friends?
Yeah, except for Jazz, because he just sucks anyway.
Shots
I get to
fired.
I get to be mean to him today because I vouched for him on a thread.
Oh yeah, we
so-
did vouch for him on the SSG thread. I
yeah.
vouched as well.
So yeah,
If
I
you did
get like
vouch
one
for
free coupon.
Jazzman, at JazzmanCasts on Twitter. He posted underneath the Space Station Gaming social media
10
intern.
seconds left.
Everybody just find the thread that we put under and just type vouch, just the word vouch. That's all you need.
5 seconds to go.
I think it's Shondora's most recent tweet.
Attackers are moving out.
You can even go onto his Twitter and look at replies. I don't think he tweeted since, so it might be his most recent reply.
Vouch for him though. He deserves it.
He does.
He deserves
Even
it.
though he's underage,
Except
and
he-
I don't think he
and-
can get it, but
They don't have to know.
yeah, they don't have to know.
Shh.
He just gave you a compliment.
Damn.
You're a bit sporadic and fast, but otherwise you're kind of killing it. Let's
He's
go.
stream sniping.
He is stream sniping. Just wait for 3 minutes from now when he catches up and we just roasted him.
And we were just
We were
shitting
just
on him.
shit talking. Yeah.
I'm a bit sporadic and fast, just like my my sex life. I don't know what that means, but I'm single. February 14th, I'm free. My Twitter is at r6_dick. DM me.
We have you as creepery on here. Right.
Oh, at creepery_. It's a lot harder to spell creepery than r6_dick.
It is. No, the branding is just on point. It's iconic.
Right. Yeah.
Jazz gets a double kill, refragged in by K. Kaz SJ also able to drop down Jay's Wills. The entire kill feed runs orange in the favor of Keg's Gambit. It's a 1v3 situation, but who other than Esteem to get this done? Dropping down Keg, making it a 1v2 with no diffuser control. However, he still has half of the round to go for, but he has 0 HP as SJ will separate his head from his body with surgical precision. A wonderful shot coming out of the prone angles previously opened up in the prep phase, going into the favor of the final round of defense. And
Follow
yes,
at r.
follow at R6 Dick. Hey, guess what? We're halfway done.
Damn.
It goes fast, doesn't it?
Goes fast.
It's a
to
4-2
be
split.
honest, like if I'm being completely candid here, it's a lot. It's really hard to keep up with the game when you're like trying to keep up with everything else.
Yeah,
Like it's kind of hard to pay
multitasking,
attention
it's a
except for like in the moment stuff.
skill. Mm-hmm.
Like
That's why people always like, they're like, oh yeah, I could cast, and they try and they're like, oh wow. That's why I always hate when people like on Twitter like go after the EUL casters, and it's like, I know you've never casted a day in your life and you're shit talking other casters. It's like there's a lot of stuff that happens.
Attackers need to locate
Like you have
and
to, I
defuse
give
the
respect to
remaining bombs if
anybody.
they can.
yeah,
Yeah, everybody go unfollow JazzmanCasts.
no follow.
No follow.
Nah, Jazz is cool. Get him to 1,000, man.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was thinking, Keg. There wouldn't have been enough time if Jace got him. It would have been very, very close.
I
Keg's
passed
sticking.
Jazz in followers, so
the
I'm allowed to say you
Team
can follow
Liquid,
him.
the Team Liquid hookup really boosted it.
It really did. I mean, I think I was like 10 ahead of him, and then Team Liquid thing got me like 100 followers.
Yeah, I just need to be picked up by a big orc, and then I can get
5
off with
seconds to
100.
go.
Yeah.
Objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
You know, do you see what's being brought forward by the Horsemen? They're barricading everything. It's like a silver ranked lobby.
We were all there. We were all there. At one point.
Yeah,
Or were you not? Did you graduate early?
I graduated early.
Damn.
'Cause I started
know
in
s-
CS. That's where I was.
Oh.
I think I started off in gold pretty much.
Yeah, see, unless you count Minecraft, like, Siege was my first FPS.
Yeah, my first. Well, I played like COD on console, but my first keyboard and mouse FPS was
Oh,
Counter
same,
Strike.
yeah. I was the worst Black Ops 3 player ever.
Dude, MW3. Me and my friend used to run up the game battles. I paid for my Xbox One with my earns from Xbox 360.
No
game
way.
Battles. Yeah, that's how I paid
That's sick,
for my
man.
Xbox One. Hey Ryan, do you want to carry over onto the next map too? You want to do the All Stars?
I'm chilling.
Alrighty, sounds good. I do have somebody lined up for the 4th map, but you can take 3rd map.
I'm flexible. I don't care. I'm having a good time. But like if there's someone else wants to go, I'm chill as leaving as well.
Yeah, we have Drew Spark coming in for match 4, so the second All-Star game. But other than that, I mean, third spot's vacant, and it is now yours, as Nova's gonna be able to take down Jazzman. It's a 3v3 situation. Once again, half the round going down. As soon as I start talking, it's usually about 1:30. We're gonna start actually focusing because things are starting to happen. The horizontal roam over towards Drum is still being employed by the defense, but it's a frag here, it's a frag there. KCAZ able to drop down. Okay, Corvid. And he picks himself up as Doc and gets the kill with a P90. So, like, I don't know what you expect him to do. Nova's going to get that refrag, but now it's a 1v1 situation. The health pool definitely into the favor of Esteem, who has the Mira windows to hold on to. He's 7-3 right now, definitely showing his prowess because he is a competitive player that was retired to do a little bit more editing. If you liked that intro that we do before every stream, that beautiful casting and B-roll and height, that is...
I think Nova just shot us on camera.
No, it was hacked by Dokey.
Right, but it was yellow, which means the attackers are on it.
both teams can still watch them.
True.
Yeah.
My bad.
I know these things.
So that's why I'm not a caster.
So, 20 seconds. I'll let you take this one.
Yeah? Okay, the 1v1 situation here. 20 seconds on the clock here, and that will be going down, but the Nitrocell will come from Mira. Not connecting here, but, you know, Nova low health will not matter. Still just as effective here. And the time is ticking down. Nova pushing into the site here. He has the diffuser. Is he going to go for the plant here? Yes, it will begin. And does the Steam know? Proning behind the couch here. He will have to push out. Will he have enough time? Nova gets off the plant here, holding the angle. Will the shots connect? The punch hole. I don't know what to say, man. It is a 1v1, and it will...
He didn't down him?
No, things are... Oh, now the down comes out. Esteem will take that round. 30 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time. This will be another round for the Horseman.
Hey, Henry, can you say hi to SJ from Clouder Zill?
Defender mission successful.
Type. There we go. Thank you. You know, not bad. Not bad. Definitely well played by Esteem. That was the patience. As we know, that's a virtue. Patience is definitely a virtue, as a lot of smart people have said. So I'm not going to be one to disagree with them, as Esteem just kind of played that perfectly. He knew the time was in his side. Eventually, Nova was going to have to plants. And then it was just a 1v1. He knew he had the health advantage. I don't know how he didn't kill him on that first peak, where he definitely hit bullets and Nova was on like 5 HP. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
It's weird. It is weird.
He still won, so we can't complain about hit reg or anything like that. It's online. We're not on LAN like the NAL League is, which, you know, I wish we were casting LAN. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Have you been to LAN before? Like any LANs?
I have not. I went to Raleigh. I live in Raleigh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was that?
I went to the free section because I was supposed to move in the day after the Raleigh major, and I didn't want to drive 3 hours to stay for a day, drive 3 hours back, and then drive 3 hours and unpack all my stuff. And I also wasn't in the scene that much.
Right.
But then, like, it's probably my biggest regret was not... I would have gotten to meet so many people that I know now. I would have like, had those connections and everything.
Well, it's tough to make those connections when you don't know anybody previously.
Yeah.
Like when I went to Invite, I knew nobody. Like, you know, like there was Pink Hat guy to my left and Caliber Jacob doing shoeies on my right, but like I never had a conversation with them, right? Like I think I knew who Caliber Jacob was, but like, you know, to me he was like this big content creator who got that shout out from Intero on Twitter. Like that's what I knew him as.
Yeah. And now he's on the NAL desk. Crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Crazy how things go. Man, I love
actually. Fun fact about Jacob, he stole my spot at the G2 Empire signing session. Oh, what a cam from Jazz! Holy.
That is a good cam. That is. That is metagamer.
I won't explain the full story, but because I don't think there's enough time. But basically, there was like a VIP line and like a normal line. And I was in the normal line. I waited over there for 2 hours, and like they cleared out the VIP line, and then they just told me to leave after a while in the normal line. Like, you're not getting in. Yeah, no, I literally stood there for 2 hours, man.
You just wanted to to have Tengu on a mouse pad.
Yeah, I got a picture with him. Anyway, but
I got a picture with Kixon and Taro at Raleigh. It was actually really funny because well that was funny by Keg, as Jazz will drop him down. But I was just walking around the venue, and then Kix was just speed walking around, and I was like shell shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, it's Kix. I'm like, hey Kix, can I get a picture? And he just like stops down and is like, oh yeah, for sure, and like super nice. And then he slows down, like says hi, takes the picture, and then like sprints away.
well, they're all
Yeah.
I mean, they're all like incredible people, right? Because I mean, it's hard not to be humble in a position like them because, like, you know, they made a career out of video games, right? So, like, to them, I think, I mean, I can't really speak for it, but I think, like, from their perspective, they're just like normal people, and like seeing someone like want to take a picture.
Yeah,
with them
that's like my dream. That's how I'll know I've made it. If like I go somewhere and somebody's like,
"Hey, can I get a picture?"
Gosh, can I get a picture?
Yeah,
that's like, that's full R6 dick moment.
What? It's got to be pretty crazy though, right? I mean, like
that's like surreal.
Yeah,
just like that kill, Carter absolutely obliterating the former Troll Team 6 player. You know, a very long-standing team in T3, but is unfortunately no longer. It's up to SJ and Kaz against Carter, Crow, and Jay's Wills. 3 casters versus 2 analysts from SCS. Who's gonna come out on top? There's only 20 seconds left, and Keg's Gambit doesn't really have any sight control. They have the diffuser, and that's about all they have, as now Kaz will fall at the hands of Lynx. Beautifully plays headshot onto the Thatcher. Now it's SMG 11 in hand to drop down Carter. A beautiful shot from SJ. Is he actually going to go for 2? Does he have a chance of winning this? There's only 7 seconds left. Jace Wills is playing passive. He's playing below. And it's a frag chase from SJ, who knows that he's somewhere over towards the bathroom. Peeking every corner. Can't quite find him. Well played on the patience. The virtue coming out once again from the Horsemen. That's another clutch. And a 1v1 comes through. And now it's match point.
Wow. That was a roller coaster right there.
It was a definite roller coaster of emotions.
That was like all 5 acts of Hamlet right there. Damn. I'm back to our Shakespeare references.
I'm more of a Macbeth guy.
Oh, Macbeth was a banger, dude. I loved Macbeth. Macbeth was the only Shakespeare like play I've only ever enjoyed. Like
only play I've ever been in was Macbeth.
You performed in Macbeth, really?
I performed Macbeth in 6th grade. Guess
Who
what
were
my
you?
role was?
Oh.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused
You're the
by
wife.
attackers.
I was not the wife. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I was Macduff. I killed Macbeth.
I have not read
Spoiler
that
alert.
in 5
Spoiler
years.
alert.
Who was he?
He was the opposition. I was like the leader of the quote unquote rebellion or whatever.
Oh, because
The dude who had the giant sword fight with Macbeth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the like I think that's the only Macbeth play I ever actually enjoyed.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time I don't understand them, but like I watched like 3 different movie adaptations of it, so it definitely helped me enjoy it more.
Yeah, but you know, Macbeth tried to kill me, killed my wife and kid. And
Damn, that's just not cool.
Then I cut off his head and put it on a spike and delivered it to the king. So you know, I got the refrag.
Did Macbeth ask for consent before he killed your wife and kids, or not?
He did not.
Damn.
It was a surprise attack. You know, they were collateral damage.
That's just not cool.
He got his entries, but I got the final frag.
You got the picks, yeah. That's what matters,
Yeah,
right?
I was playing for picks, just like Jazzman's trying to, but you know, Nova did it better. He's gonna drop him down to Steam on the other side, taking down Kegelneck, as one Korean says to another, get relegated to cam duty.
Yeah, this is an interesting defense from the Horsemen here. I mean, what defense hasn't been interesting, to be honest? You know?
Yeah, they're just running around. Just how it goes.
Dare I say, a North American FPL strat.
I don't think anybody would be offended by that one. FPL's fun. I want to cast FPL.
Yeah, well, Sport Trick won't let me cast FPLC, so I made
I
a
want to
tweet.
cast FPLC, but they said I have to be in CL to do that.
Oh, like can you
Makes me
like if
sad.
What if you qual for CL? Like, what if you're a player?
I don't know.
Will they let you cast it then? Like that might.
I have
like,
no idea.
That could be a decent route.
Yeah, I can start playing again. That'd be cool.
Maybe that's a strat, Connor.
That's the play. No, I'm not gonna. Yes, shout out to Crater. Shout out to Devin Crater Hood, the GOAT.
He taught me how this VMix stuff worked.
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah, VMix is actually really a lot easier to use than you would think. There's
Yeah.
the toes.
Oh.
Carter's gonna drop down Kaz trying to rip a castle barricade. I think he was just punching it, but he's gonna punch himself all the way to the grave, as so will Smitty and SJ, as a flurry of kills going to the side of the Horsemen. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Horsemen and Co. taking round 9, 7-2 victory over Keg's Gambit. First game close, second game not so, but a tied up 1-1 series regardless. And there's no decider, so they're just gonna have to know that yeah, it's a tie game. Carter going nuclear. Absolutely pog hands in the chat.
Damn. Carter's just
11
built
kills.
diff, man.
He tied with a Steam. He tied with the former, arguably one of the top T3 talents.
I think I'm lagging on the broadcast, so my bad there. But
Yeah, you know, I blame you for everything. It's your
Yeah.
Canadian internet, even though Ferme is also in Canada. I think you guys are different. I think he's British Columbia. You're
I'm Ontario.
yeah.
I'm
about to
like
say- I
I'm
wanted to
basically
say
America
Ontario.
too, but we're not allowed guns. Basically, that's the only
Yes.
difference.
So all the negatives of being American without the positives.
Yeah.
Can't have
Yeah.
guns.
hmm
You speak American. That's why we're able to communicate.
Yeah. ZZ. You know.
ZZ. Did you see Psyche's tweet today? That was all these French Canadians be playing Siege saying he's on the ping.
Oh boy.
That was a banger. I liked that tweet. You know, we are going to be getting this next one set up, this next map. I don't know exactly who's going to be on the All-Star game. We've had a couple of people leaving and coming in like a revolving door. Because not everybody's schedule fixed up. I think there's one player in particular I have my eyes on. His name's Hazmat. I think he's playing. If I can get confirmation in my headset from our wonderful producer man. Is Hazmat playing? I gotta look in the other server. We got Braction, Defiance, Hazmat, PK, Rizzer, Sov. Looking quite good. We're just gonna keep on twiddling our thumbs and waiting. Are you putting out a banger on Twitter?
I'm trying to fix my internet by texting my family to
Get off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Shut the
not
door.
on a wired connection, man. So
Yeah. Hey, Flinty's coming. I'm currently getting called by one of my friends. This is the third time she's called me. I'm getting kind of worried, but you know what? I'm sure
Uh-oh.
she'll be fine.
Do you want to take that? I can.
Nah.
I mean, if it's important, man. You
I don't
wanna-
know. See, like we're supposed to hang out like later tonight, and she's calling me earlier. I just don't really care.
Oh, okay. So it's not like
Yeah.
an emergency. It's
No,
just
I don't
like
think it's an emergency.
Okay, good.
She wants to go to a bar.
I've been
I'm like,
informed that my family is not even in the house.
LFG.
The internet's on me.
Yeah. It's all on you.
My bad. Yeah.
So how you doing today? We're just gonna try to kill time.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. But have you heard about SCS Season 5 quals? Like,
Yeah, put up the graphic for me. I'll explain it. Shameless plug. Stinger. Beautiful Stinger. SCS Season 5, we have the qualifier structure. You have the $60 qual pass. That's the best bang for your buck. You're going to get at least one match streamed per round. And also, you get access to both Open Qualifier 1 and 2. The different dates are going to be up on your screen. You're going to be guaranteed at least 9 best of ones. You can have as many teams as you want go through. And if you just think you need one qualifier, you know, you're really confident you can try to save those $20 instead of upgrading to the qualifier pass. It still won't guarantee your closed qual, which is a lot more coveted. That's what you're really working for and working towards on Open Qualifier 1 and 2. They're going to take a couple of teams from each side. You got the top 10 from both of the Open Qualifiers going into closed quals and meeting up with the 3rd and 4th place teams. The other semifinalists that won't be on display, which I believe are Team 99 and Wichita Wolves? Or no, it was Emergence. Emergence, smiley face. Emergence and Team 99 already punched their ticket into the closed quals. That's where that extra 2 are coming out of the 22 instead of 20 because, you know, math works that way. So definitely make sure the next quals are right around the corner. It's February 3rd through the 5th. You've got all the way up until right before it to go in. Go ahead and pay. Only $40, and you have the potential to go for a, I think, $1,500 prize pool. Definitely one of the bigger ones in T3. Plus, you get our wonderful production, all of our wonderful casters, which we can throw on the screen, our talent pool. I'm really making Ferme work hard. I'm directing him as he's the director. It's fun.
Oh,
I don't think he has it prepped.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Just imagine. This
This is the format of the, 12 teams, 2 groups. You get 1 BO2 per week. You got the top 4 teams from each group advance to the stage 2. In stage 2, that's the double elimination brackets of BO3s. That's where the playoffs are. That's the fun part. You really want to get into stage 2. That's where you start really getting your money's worth. You're going to get those extra games. You don't want to be knocked out early. SCS Season 5, definitely looking like it's shaping up to be very fun. I'm excited.
You're excited.
I am. I'm very excited.
I think my internet's working better now, so that's good.
Yay, frame rate on the cam. Mine's not very good. So now we officially have the rosters for this staff game. Oh, we don't have the roster. We just have all 10 players. So Braction, pretty good player. A lot of followers and a little bit of clout on him. You got Defiance. Esteem is playing once again. Flinties, Hazmat, Moved, Peak Airs, Rizzer, Son of Finn, and Sovereign. I'm actually excited for this. I hope that these guys are still going to have fun. Last time I casted an all-star game, it was pretty much all pistols, and I saw Crafty just absolutely obliterating everybody. Same thing with Goria. Goria was going crazy with the pistol last year.
I mean, that's quite a lineup there,
It is quite a lineup.
I don't know what else to say.
I'm excited.
I'm thrilled, Connor. I'm thrilled. I can barely stay in my seat right now.
Yeah, we're actually going to get to see Stadium as one of the maps.
Oh, really?
Stadium. I think it's map 3 will be Stadium. So the map 2 will be Stadium as the Frankenstein beast of border and coastline. Though you don't have time for map 3, so it's only 2 maps. So yeah. Fun. I get to cast less. And that's
All-star game.
nice.
You've got what? The grand finals.
Yep, grand finals are going to be huge. I'm really excited for grand finals. Best of 5, 2 great casters in the form of Blue Panda and Chief, plus 2 amazing teams in the form of Pride and Down to Earth, competing for a pretty sizable chunk of change, as well as auto-qualling in. Actually, no, both of these teams already auto-qualled, but yeah.
Would it be fair to say both teams are underdogs, kind of?
No.
No? Oh, come on, at least Pride is.
Pride's the underdogs. Down to Earth are the favorites, in my opinion. Pride, since their roster changes, have looked really strong, but Down to Earth has just been at the top of T3 for quite some time.
Right. I mean, yeah. Who would have thought Salt at the top of T3? Come on. Come on.
Salt and Crafty really changed the dynamic of that team.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. They're great players.
Yeah, both of them. I mean, Oni, Sam, they're good players too. There's a lot of people like to say that Pride does a lot of solo pushing. They're just kind of crazy. They swing everything. They're confident. But when you really think about it, they just do the unexpected plays and it really pans out. And I think that's to their strength. For a team like Down to Earth, they're a lot more traditional. They're a lot more down to earth with their play style. Ha 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 ha. Very funny joke, but they're more structured. They're more traditional. They're more classic. They have their strats. They play together well as a team. So it's really going to be will the structured team bring it out, or will the unpredictable, explosive team be able to string together those plays?
Yeah, no, for sure. It will be an interesting match.
Yep. I don't know how much longer we can waffle on about.
I don't know how they do this on the analyst desk at NAL, man.
Oh,
they're-
you
they're-
have stuff to talk about.
I mean, I guess, yeah. But still, they're chilling there for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes when you prep is not as bad as it seems, because like a lot of the stuff is you have your structure, like introduce the game, talk about each team, talk about predictions, and that can fill out 10 to 15 minutes.
All right,
If you're good.
CDAPS. We don't know the teams here, but who are you predicting wins?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I
a tough
legitimately have
prediction.
no idea because I don't know the teams.
Yeah, unfortunate. Did they
I
know the
think-
teams? Like, does anybody know the teams, or are we just loading in the lobby?
I think they
and
might
getting
legitimately
started?
all get into the lobby and just spam spacebar.
That'll be interesting.
I think that'd be fun because I just think whoever Hazmat's team who has Hazmat is gonna lose.
the 0.7 warrior.
Yeah, the warrior. Ooh. Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah,
It's rough for the young Hazmat. He's rough. It's rough for him, but you know, his team disbanded. His org dropped him. They picked up a new roster. Synthetic is now a viable team. Very good players. No longer are they plagued by Mark, by Hazmat. We're sending it!
We're going.
Ferme seems very excited because we are not just sitting here, but at least if we can talk about a game, that's more fun.
yeah, for sure.
We're sending. I'm just waiting for Henru.
All I'm
Ew.
looking at is this background here, man.
It's GFX Han. GFX Han.
Pretty impressive. Not
He's
gonna
very
lie.
impressive, very good graphic designer and motion designer.
Yeah, it moves.
Very
It's motion
pretty.
for sure.
Yeah, it moves, and then it also every once in a while has like the blue and orange. sweep
Yeah,
blue.
and then
That's my
it
favorite
switches
part.
like perspectives. Like it's not just you
Uh-huh.
know.
It's not static. It's very cool. I like.
It's hard,
where's the
yeah.
blue? The blue's coming
Oh,
in. Ooh, the blue. Pretty. It's that
Damn.
nice storm tropical blue that we have the motifs in our woven throughout our graphics package, because you know, storm competitive series. It's like a hurricane. It's like a weather map. It's definitely looking on the up and up. I love this art graphics package here. And somebody left from the lobby. That's why
we're gonna be
that's why
waiting.
we're
here for
waiting. That's why we're
another
sitting
couple
here. We're
minutes.
stuck in purgatory. Stuck in hell. Took a trip to Spain, minus the S. Sipping on champagne, minus the sham.
Yeah, pain
Eating provolone, minus the prov.
alone. Damn, I'm quick with
you're
it.
on
You know.
man. You're on it, bro.
Yeah, my hair. I apologize for my hair, man. I had a shower like right before it came on, so I look like Yeah. You know what my hair kind of looks like right now?
You look like you should be having an early 2000s moment.
I'm on like One Direction before they split up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm
You know,
trying to think of
you got the 2000s boy band.
Yeah,
pop
I'm like
punk.
Justin Bieber without the face.
You want to sing for us?
Baby, baby, baby. Oh,
Banger.
tis a banger. Tis a banger.
Dude, I'll whip out the ludicrous part. I'll go crazy. I'll go crazy on the mic.
Yeah,
ASAP Daps in the cut.
I have a weird question. This
Fire
is from
away.
like early YouTube.
Uh-huh.
You know that one? Okay, did you ever watch that one video? It's like the parody of Baby, and it's like the baby doll.
No, I did not.
Oh my god, that was like part of my nightmares, man.
What are your
he was-
nightmares?
He was singing about this baby doll that's like possessed.
It's like Chucky.
Yeah, but it's like to Justin Bieber's baby.
Oh, that's interesting. Have you watched Mr. Happy Face?
No, is that a horror movie?
Have you ever watched Llamas with Hats?
No.
I'm going through all these old nostalgic YouTube videos that were kind of messed up. Charlie the Unicorn. You have to have watched Charlie the Unicorn.
Which is that? I was a Smosh guy, man. Okay.
You didn't watch Charlie the Unicorn?
What about Charlie the Drunk Guinea Pig?
Charlie the Drunk Guinea Pig banged.
That's a
was a-
classic. Oh,
Those are
okay, okay.
classics.
So you know, in the intro, it'd be like he'd like shit in the Cheerio or not the Cheerio, the cornflakes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and he thought they were raisins. I had a fear of eating cornflakes with raisins after that. I literally did not eat cornflakes with raisins for like a year. Like I'd actively avoid putting raisins in my cornflakes because I was afraid they'd be like guinea pig shit. Like I'm not even kidding. I mean, I was younger than you in that era of YouTube, but
Yeah. So I'm like a year, 2 years older than you.
yeah,
I'm 21, you're 19.
18.
Even more so. Yeah, I turned 22 in July. I'm old. I'm a boomer.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah, I'm a boomer in the scene. I'm just like, what, 5 months younger than Jacob? And Jacob's like seen as like the dad of the scene, and that makes me feel really old.
Does anyone know
Really
how
old.
old Intero is? Like, is that just a mystery?
I don't know.
Like, okay.
I would guess like 27, 28.
Well, I thought Chowder was older. It turns out he's 24.
Yeah. We're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs once again because somebody disconnected from the lobby.
Who was
yeah.
it?
I don't know.
Can we flame them?
It was Sov. It was
Oh,
Sovereign. It
come
was Sticula's
on.
best friend. Yeah, we're just gonna continue waffling. I'm really glad that we weren't like trying to actively get somebody else in here, and then it would have been like even more awkward of me just like soloing.
You just
until the
sitting
game
there by
started.
yourself?
I
Yeah.
would have just been like, hey guys, we're back. Yeah.
I like how my my full name is at R6 Dick.
Yeah, Ryan at R6 Dick. Unlike you have my name that got like D tier. Jazz put it D tier. He put it in. You lost a 1-2 blank in ranked.
I didn't even put my my name in the pot there because I knew he was gonna put it low. Like I didn't want to be embarrassed there, you know.
I mean, I got higher than Crow and Lynx.
Why is Lynx low?
I don't know.
Lynx is a good name because it has two.
Seedaps is a good name.
Lynx is a
but-
good name because it has two N's, right? Like it's not
Yeah,
just.
it's
not
his
just
middle
like-
name is Lynn. His middle name's
Right.
Lynn.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
My middle
Like
name's
mine
Creeper.
naturally. Yeah, mine naturally.
Oh,
is
you know what
just
I brought?
Me combining my name.
I got one of these. A diamond pickaxe, baby.
Yo.
Yeah. It's kind of bent though.
Oh, you messed it up. It's not
Yeah.
Steam. It's not a PSA 10.
That's what they call me,
Anymore.
creepery though. You know, I'm like a
Ah.
Minecraft pro.
Maybe we should we should team up for the next UHC.
I'm totally down, but I gotta wait for my new PC.
That is true.
I mean, I
know you
could
ordered
I
some
could
stuff,
play on the MacBook Air, but yeah.
MacBooks are not made for gaming.
I used to play Minecraft on the Mac. Like I was competitive, man. Like I was like,
You were hitting the
oh,
you were running around. And my feed die. I don't know.
I was. You froze for a second there,
yeah,
but I heard
think
blocks.
I was frozen too. Did you
Yeah.
like place blocks underneath yourself and you build momentum like when you're running?
Yeah, with the trackpad, you know, because like you got to do like the two finger click, you know, like
Damn, you were doing it with a trackpad? That's impressive. That's MLG.
sometimes. I was built diff, man. You know,
Dude.
what can I say?
Yeah. Up, we're sending again. Yay, we have the map on the horizon. Chalet again. You didn't up
TSM versus Dark
Yep,
Zero.
TSM versus Dark Zero.
You know,
This
I got
is
the Dark Zero hoodie on actually. I don't know if you can see in the webcam.
Yeah.
Dark Zero.
from your old days of being a social media intern at
Yeah.
DZ.
That's facts.
If you guys didn't know, Ryan is actually the one that designed the Leviathan skin.
That's true. It was me.
Yeah, so if you want to go support Ryan, you want to support R6 Dick, go buy either the Team Liquid Sledge set or the T5, the Dark Zero Leviathan skin. Both very pretty. Both
Very
very
pretty.
nice.
Very nice.
Rizzer's here and he says he's gonna cry.
Why is
Nice.
that?
I don't know. Rizzer's just Rizzer doing Rizzer things. He can also
Yeah.
have a certified furry moment like Esteem. Are they on this? Henry, can we hit tab? I want to see if they're on the same team. Or if they're against each other. They are not.
Oh.
Hazmat 0.7 synthetic. Nice.
I had beef with the Flinties at one point.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I've never had beef with anybody.
I
Besides, I got a twit longer written about me once.
no way. Like subtweet or like this is
No.
why CDAP sucks.
No, it was my first ever SCS cast, and one of the teams literally forfeited in the middle because they kept on getting spawn peaked. And I called the team that was spawn peaking. They said they were playing a ranked style of play, and I got a twit longer written about me. That I was
Oh, just to
disrespecting their
clarify,
team.
I didn't have any real beef with Flinties, by the way. It was just shit talking like some tier 4 league.
T4, we love it.
Yeah.
Up Hazmat forgot his Ember Eye skin, and I'm happy. You know, maybe he does need every advantage that he can bring forward because it is Hazmat after all. So, it's sad. Sovereign trying to protest the Tachanka pick, even though
We should
don't
protest him
care.
being like 20 minutes late.
That's true. We could protest that. This should be a forfeit. We should just
What's the rule?
cut the
50 minutes, I
stream.
think?
Cut the stream. Stop the
Attackers need
count.
to locate and defuse
Stop the
as many
count.
Stop
bombs
the
as they
count.
can.
There are no rules. This is the wild, wild west. And yes, Henry is just hovering over the desktop. That's why he's my favorite observer. He listens to me. Smiley face. But for the side of TSM versus Dark Zero, we've got fanboys on both sides. TSM has a lot of new roster changes. They got 5 new players. You know, you don't have Bolo anymore. Instead,
Oh, no.
they're replaced by Moved from Emergence. You got PK, Flinties, Moved, Esteemed, and Sovereign going up against Dark Zero, comprised of Hazmat, Defiance, Braxton, Son of Finn, and
5
Rizzer.
seconds left before insertion.
Could be fun. Rizzer is already about to run out with
Attackers must
the
locate
pistol.
and
If he gets a 1-tap here, I'll be very happy for him and probably screech a little bit.
defender exposed.
He's trying and just can't get anything done. Pre-firing here, pre-firing there, dashing back in and trying to escape, even though nobody's really chasing him.
Yeah, and if you actually pan over to Braxton there, he's hiding. He's prone with that Caviera. Oh, never mind. Just as I say that, he's gone. But Flinties will get the pick onto Defiance.
He got
The
smoked.
first kill of the match here. First blood, you could say. And Flinties will drop a GN in the chat.
Located a bomb.
Yeah, Flinties was up on that elevated surface. He was doing his best Jimi Hendrix impression all along the watchtower. And that was the careful eye of the Cali removing Defiance. But Hazmat hits a heater onto Flinties. 1 tap with an SMG-11 onto a Cali is something you don't see every day, especially not from the man who is the most infamous bad player in SCS. And he drops the quote of Flinty saying, "I'm not going to die to Hazmat once." And it's round 1, a minute in. And that's already false as PK is going for the hip fire, drop shot. But he's going to get shot down by Rizzer Esteem on the other side, finishing off where Flinty started, able to drop down Hazmat. But now it's even 3v3.
It'll be interesting to see if the attackers are able to take this control, because the defenders are kind of spread out here. Orange team, Dark Zero, they're well known for their structured play, but maybe not in the SCS All-Star match. Oh, but Rizzers will go through the wall and he'll get taken out by Esteem, and Son of Finn will take out Moved, leaving this into a 2v2. But Son of Finn is close on the wall here. Do they know? Yes, he'll get another kill through the wall. Esteem taken down, Braxton taking out Sovereign, and the first round will go to Dark Zero.
Yeah, really well played so far by Dark Zero. Wonderful flank by Braxton being a rat inside of the basement. But at the beginning of that round, it just started off with absolute heat. It started off with Hazmat hitting a banger onto Flinties, who had already dropped a good night, only to get good nighted himself by the young Mark with the SMG-11. I've never seen him play SMG-11 before, but maybe he should. Maybe he should play it a little bit more.
Maybe he should. Maybe he should.
Braxton goes, "We're playing with the All-Stars, and I got Hazmat." Sovereign bringing the BB. Sad. 0 bitches for that one.
0 bitches.
0
Attackers
bitches for
need
that
to
one.
locate and defuse bombs.
Moved with the Amaru. It's still a G8, but you get like a quarter bitch. Because Amaru's still fun.
Bomb located by attackers.
Yeah.
Ying. 0
Oh,
bitches.
no.
0 bitches for Ying.
PK's got multiple bitches for Therm though.
Esteem, we'll give him 4 fursuits for 0. Rizzer offering free head and Solarium.
10
Why do they
seconds
call
to
that
insertion.
solarium?
It's just what it's called.
What does that mean? What's a solarium?
5
Isn't that
seconds
like
left
planets and
before
stuff?
insertion.
I think.
Oh, is it like a sunroom?
Yeah, I think it's a sunroom,
Attackers are
essentially.
heading out to defuse a
Is
bomb.
there's not a lot of sun. There's 2 windows. Or is there stuff above? Am I missing something?
No, there's not a skylight or anything. I don't know
Damn.
why it is. It just is.
It's a pretty shitty solarium, I'm not gonna lie.
That's true.
How am I getting egoed?
Well,
Oh,
he got his frag.
running the Dark Zero skin.
Yep,
Dark Zero
Leviathan
player.
sends him to the moon.
Furry.
Flinty's dropping off Son of Finn. It's just 1 for 1 so far. This round's starting off fast. The breach has not been opened, and they don't have the explosives. I guess they could use the zero cams of Esteem if he wants to shoot him through the drone hole to remove those bandit batteries that Hazmat so carefully placed on the wall. Have his utility there. But more utility running through of the Nitro Cell that got shot out of the air. Really unfortunate for him that the Blackbeard of Sov was doing his best heat shooting impersonation, which is very successful. They now know from the zero cam that Hazmat is close in this corner. He has a shotgun, M870, but he can't even get it done in close proximity. From another shotgun of the Fragmite, PK just running in with a Thermite, getting frags. Diffuser going down under the guise of smoke. Really early on in this round as the Candelas also go through, but in attempted shots through the smoke will not connect. Rizzer taking out PK, finally ending the reign of terror of the aforementioned Fragmite. And it's a 3v2 post-plant position.
I mean, wow, just what a round from TSM here. Taking that early advantage and, you know, getting that plant down really just secured the round here for them, actually. But Braxton will try to make some soft destruction here, you know, try to get that pick, try to, you know, disable those people, you could say, outside of the breach here. But Riz will sprint across to try and get some cover. He'll get taken out by Sovereign, though. A 2v1 situation, Braxton will probe him, but Sovereign will also take him out. Some great kills in the round for him, and TSM will be taking that second round in the basement.
Blackbeard. Rizzer goes, that's it. He said, good luck on defense. And I guess the Deagle did get buffed. It got a face shield and fully automatic status. So he did say he was only going to play the Deagle, so he's a liar. Not calling him a truther. Definitely a liar. Very upset with him. He's not picking the Blackbeard again. I'm proud of Sov for realizing his mistakes. And he's going to be picking up the Nomad. A more compatibly viable operator brings utility of the flank denying variety, which is very good considering you have a Cav and an Oryx who have just been just holding onto their shift key for the entirety of the round. Having fun. Doing well.
Having fun indeed.
Playing Cav is fun.
Defenders, protect your
Playing
bombs
Oryx
from
is
being
more fun.
defused by attackers.
I want to see the Oryx tackle someone.
Oh,
Hazmat has the clash. Sad.
I hit a button and now I can hear in-game sound. Sweet.
Nice.
I don't know what I hit, but I couldn't before.
Yeah. We usually don't do. I'm going without sound because sometimes the vmix feed gets a little bit messy with the in-game
Right.
sound. So I'm just kind of.
Did I hit a button or did Henry do
Oh,
something?
Ferme's giving us sound.
Oh, okay.
For
So I
stress
didn't hit
test.
a button.
Yeah,
I was
Ferme
just-
hit a
5
button.
seconds left before insertion.
He blessed us with audio. He hit.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse
Yeah,
it.
so if our mics start glitching, I think it
Yeah.
would be Ryan's because he's in the caster 2 slot for bandwidth. That's usually the one that goes first. If Ryan's mic starts going, it's not his mic, it's just the connection to the vmix call that sometimes just says no and chooses you, and there's nothing you can do about it. But you know,
I also have bad internet, so that's another
Attackers have
possibility.
located a bomb.
Flinty's once again taking out Son of Finn early on. I think Flinty's has all 3 first
Diffuser has
picks.
been dropped.
Rizzer on the other side is going to answer back immediately, as it seems it's just every single round is just them getting a pick for each side. It's Steamed on the other front, getting put into the DVNO state. Will he get revived? No, he's actually going to get interrogated by Braxton.
Braxton typing on a message here in chat, I think. Put that in the montage. And the attackers will be forced to retreat here. Flinty's holding an aggressive angle, getting some shots onto Riz. But, you know, it will not be effective enough. The mirror will peek out. Flinty's getting a kill on the Defiance. That'll be a double kill in the round for him. All kills from the attackers coming from
Attackers
Rizard.
recovered the diffuser.
Yeah, 2 to his name as Sovereign is struggling with the clash. Rizzer still just locking down this back corridor, knowing that that is where the Glaz. Oh my gosh, he's getting another interrogation.
Interrogation.
That's
from
2 for
Braxton.
him, Braxton. You're crazy, bro. As now PK and Sov are very scared. He's trying to escape the shotgun, the blast. He's actually gonna run out and get him again. Is this a 3rd interrogation?
Hi YouTube. Yeah.
Hi, YouTube, indeed. A triple kill from Braxton. They know that Sov is somewhere outside. They're on equal fronts. Both have the detected status. Free fires going out, trying to get down Braxton. The clash of Hazmat is also outside, trying to block some bullets. They know where he is, but it doesn't really matter. It's a bikini body strat as Braxton's still gonna get the kill. It's a trade, however. Hazmat keeping true to his 0.7 KD nature, but getting 4 kills. Hi, YouTube, indeed.
Damn.
Esteem is the editor for Braxton, and he said he's gonna get a head start on the editing process. Getting that YouTube ready. It better be up by midnight tonight for the daily uploads.
The Cav pick being pretty successful there. Was that a 4K for
It
Braxton?
was
I
a
think it
4K,
was.
3 interrogations.
Wow. Can't even count that high.
Yeah, it's somewhere between 1 and 7.
Yeah.
I don't know where on the spectrum
Definitely.
it is.
Definitely is.
It's gonna be a
It's gonna be
banger,
a banger of a TikTok.
Oh man. Flinties is indeed down bad, like most of T3 Twitter. We'll probably see a post asking about anime girls later tonight. And Hazmat might just TK Rizzer for that one. He's contemplating. You can see the gears in his little head turning of,
Yeah.
I just got shot to 50 HP. Reaction. Talking that shit, but at a scoreline of 5-1, he can back it up so far. As to moved, only having 1 kill to his name, has a sausage. He has the primary shotgun on Finka.
10 seconds to
I'm
insertion.
expecting with the rest of this lineup, considering that there's a blitz as well, it'll probably be a
5
rush
seconds
strat
to go.
between the yellow icon operators, just trying to get into sight as quickly as possible.
Attackers must locate.
Unfortunately for them, Rizzer is a direct counter to the blitz of Flinties, as well as there's traps galore. Yeah, you got frost mats and Capcan traps that are both going to be insanely deadly.
Yes, the bailiff.
He has the bailiff. You just tried to spawn peek with the bailiff.
You know, fun fact about the bailiff. It's actually
Attackers have dropped the
one.
bomb diffuser.
It's either one of or the only gun that's not a one-shot headshot to a
Yes,
3
it
armor.
is. That is true.
That's just caster thing. Oh my
Whoa,
god!
whoa,
Has
whoa.
that with the kill onto his Steam. I don't even know what to say.
I'm so confused. I am so confused how Hazmat got that blessed. Rizzer's cleaning up shop, leaving it all up to PK in a 1v3 situation, but
That's
I'm still shell shocked from what I just witnessed inside a
that's
pool.
got to be going on Twitter. There's no way.
Like,
Yeah, PK just gave up. I mean,
I would too. If I
Jesus Christ, Hazmat.
if I was a Steam, I'd quit. I don't think a Steam knows it was a hip fire. You should make him aware that it was a hip fire.
That
Yeah.
wow.
That was interesting.
That was wow.
That
That
was-
was wow.
That was wow. Yeah, we can say that was wow indeed. That was wow. Hazmat's showing up. Every kill has been a nice shot. Sure, he still has died every single round. But
The peak of my SCS
That is-
career. That is accurate.
that
Too accurate.
no, I think the peak of Hazmat's career was when he died and we put Lamau Hazmat is dead on the bottom bar on a ticker. That was the peak. You know, that's a close second. That was actually
Bombs from being defused
kind
by
of nuts. So
I wonder if that's something Ferme puts on the SCS Twitter.
might be.
Is that something you guys do?
Yeah, we have people on clip duty. They're worthy. But, you know, who knows? We might be just trying to save a lot of the hype for the grand finals.
Attackers have discovered the location
True,
of a
true,
bomb.
true.
Dark Zero, absolutely obliterating TSM. Looking quite good so far. Will they win the NAL?
10
Maybe.
seconds to insertion.
Maybe. Is that match going on right now, by the way? Is Dark
Yeah, I
Zero playing?
believe it is.
Left.
I'm actually gonna go ahead
Dark
and
Zero-
click off of this stream and try to go for it.
Attackers are heading
Oh, I
out to
see
defuse a bomb.
Jacob Velli and Jesse, their beautiful faces across my screen. So I don't know the score. Go back to SCS.
I wonder if
Defender has been
I wonder if Defiance with the entry on Flinties.
Yeah, it's
What I was
unlucky
gonna
for him.
say is I wonder if it's a conflict of interest for Braxton to be a content creator for or Disrupt,
Mhm.
but be a player for Dark Zero.
Yeah, that
Seems
is a
a
little
little,
bit
uh,
interesting. You should report that to your old boss.
Yeah, I'll let him know.
You let
for
him know
sure.
he needs to be dropped.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan might be focusing on more important things right now, but
Yeah, like the NAL finals.
you'd like the NAF finals, but
Yeah. Steam dropping off Hazmat with that
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
beautiful
Attackers recovered the
marksman
diffuser.
rifle. I don't think Move knows that the caviar, it's actually not a cav. I don't
Oh.
know who's right next to him, but he's gonna get a free frag nonetheless. It's Braxton with a shotgun. He's actually gonna go for 2. The Sniper 90 making a return to the shades of old meta where it was absolutely amazing, but it's a refrag game as Esteem's gonna pick up another one, and it's an even 2v2. It's another shot
God.
from a triple kill of the Super 90. I'm at
is
a
this one
loss
going
for
on YouTube
words.
as well?
This is also going on YouTube. He's quick peeking with a shotgun, getting a little bit of
Oh.
damage, but Sav will drop him off because the AK-12 is a superior weapon at that sort of range. Then we adjust up to Son of Finn versus Sovereign, 2 names that rhyme, but only one can do the crime of murder in this instance. Attempted breach going through, as Braxton says he's getting content out the ass, and Son of Finn definitely has the health advantage in this 1v1.
That rhyme was impressive. I'm sorry, I know it's a 1v1, but my God, a shot from Sovereign, and that will give the 5th round to TSM. I was gonna say something about the scoreline being evened out, but it's not.
Yeah, it's
uh,
math is hard. I
Yeah,
don't know how Crow always does very intense levels of math on broadcast. I just don't. I like to think about other things, and his brain's always working 15 million miles per hour, and it's really impressive. And yes, how a champ destroys the SCS show match. How
wow.
an SCS 7th place player tries to survive in an oversaturated market.
That's a banger from
And
Sovereign.
that is a banger. Sav always puts out bangers. That's
Can
why
we-
he's Sticula's favorite person ever.
Can we appreciate that rhyme you made though earlier?
Mm-hmm.
The murder crime one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Smile.
Need to locate and defuse
Damn.
I'm creative every once in a while.
What's that one clip that went viral? I think it was Jackie.
Yeah. The
Uh,
Thatcher, the one in Oregon basement.
yeah.
It literally just sounded like spoken word poetry and was beautiful.
It was beautiful. That's what that reminded me of. You're like,
Damn, that's a
Wow.
big compliment. Thank you, R6 Dick.
anytime, Mr. C-Daps. D-tier name.
D tier name indeed, yeah. You lost a 1 to C-Daps in rank.
seconds left.
No, I can't believe that Santos got put above me in the name
5
tier.
seconds remaining.
What does Santos even mean?
I don't know. Ask Marvin.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and
I also
defuse
lost to
it. Bomb
Brimstone.
located by
I
attackers.
lost to the CCS EU desk host who's named after a Valorant character.
Damn. Maybe they named the Valorant character after him.
That's true. That could be. He was before Valorant. I know that was the joke. Henry, I know Brimstone better than you do. My boy Jim Stone. And that's a refrag because Esteem got too kill thirsty on Defiance. You gotta know that main lobby is a place of hot contention. You can't just fly through a window to secure a kill. But I guess 2 kills will still get secured into the side of TSM. I'm struggling to talk, man.
Flinties with a double kill on the round for him, and a 4v2 situation here. But Braxton with the Super 90 will get 2 kills here. A double kill for him now.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
I mean, what can I
That
say?
gun's
Dark Zero.
cracked.
They're just pulling out the strats. They're pulling out the entire strat book here. They do not care about SI here.
I mean, everybody just thinks about the 9mm, which hits like a truck, especially on defense. It's essentially the ARX in my mind. But now everybody just kind of forgets about the shotgun, which actually might be the play. Double shotgun. You have the secondary, but the primary is way more fun.
It's hard to argue against the 9mm though.
9mm
it's
is a
got-
great gun.
It's got a 1.5. It's got an angled.
It's very similar to Jaeger's gun. It just shoots slower and does a little bit more damage as a trade-off.
Moved is
Dead.
wow.
He's dead. That's
He's
what
dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, I mean he was playing chess around these people. He was weaving in and out. He did not get spotted until the end there, but
Yeah.
it took Defiance quite a few bullets.
And yeah, that's Rizzer did replace Defiance on the Team 99 roster. Now he's sending those shots. Whew, that's rough, buddy. To quote Prince Zuko, that's rough, buddy.
Rough indeed, as we are going into the 7th round here, and we will be switching sides here, as we will see TSM going onto TSM going to the defensive, and Dark Zero talked a lot of shit. Talked about how defense might be a little more difficult for TSM, so we will see if that the prophecy will be fulfilled. You could say
Prophecy indeed. Who is the chosen one?
Attackers need to
Other
locate
than
and defuse as
Braxton.
many bombs as they can.
He's picking up the Amaru with another shotgun that actually is criminally underrated. I like to call it the t-shirt cannon, especially if it's suppressed. So
Attackers have located a bomb.
yeah, if he gets up in your face, which Amaru definitely can do in unexpected places by just flying through a window within 5 seconds of spawning, could see some damage coming out, but more so I'm looking in the eyes of PK. You notice what's cool about PK?
what's cool about PK.
He has the
Inform me.
boss
Seconds
G.
to go.
Sheesh.
Yeah, he
That's all I
does have
can
the
say.
boss G. Yep, there we go. So,
Attackers
Most
are
likely has an
heading out to
ACOG.
defuse a bomb.
and so does Moved, essentially, with his pistol red dot, holding a bullet hole, which is making me throw up, and I'm sure Son of Finn just threw up his hands in the air because there's nothing you can do about that. Good night.
My God, what a shot from him. And we will see a pick from Sovereign onto Braxton, taking him out early. One of 3 deaths in this entire game. And we will see Hazmat here with, oh no. Defiance rushing into sight here, but he will get stopped by the gate. Will not stop him in his tracks as he will take the damage here, but Flinties takes him out. And Riz at the bottom of the stairs here with the shield, trying to take out the players. Trying to take out the players at TSM. He will take out PK though, an impressive shot from him, but that will break both of his shields. Multiple nitro cells coming out, but he will take out Sovereign. I'm. Don't they have this thing in casting where like you're not supposed to just feed?
Yeah, it's kind of, it's the main idea that the audience has eyes, but in times like this, it's not bad, especially for play-by-play in a game such as Siege. You have to think about the overall aspects, like it's a 1v2 situation. Rizzer is feeling a lot of pressure, and there's still a lot of utility allocated over towards this bunker kind of trench area that he wants to push. So much so that he's gonna have to rotate around. He needs another angle of entrance, and he is gonna, I guess, jump all the way upstairs. He has no shields left. That's why you're seeing a really unruly sight of the MK17 without a shield. It looks kind of awkward, and so awkward that I guess Rizzer doesn't even want to use the gun. He wants the deagle. He's going for that style. He's going for those flare kills, and that's one right there. That's a beautiful shot, a Wandig, if you will. Throw back to the shades of CSGO. The beautiful, beautiful hit onto the head of Move. Leaves it in a 1v4 situation, and now it's an ace. It's an ace for Rizzer. He just does it with a deagle. I don't know what to say anymore. Like,
I'm speechless. I'm speechless, Connor. I don't know what to tell you. Riz.
he did say.
I mean,
said, "Good luck to them."
the clips are immaculate today. That's all I'm saying. If you're tuning in right now, you are
I don't.
experiencing some high tier content.
He said watch out when you're on defense to the other team, and that's what they have to do. They had to watch out for him killing every single one of them. 2 of them with the deagle, 3 of them when they're just sprinting at him without a shield. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a very analytical caster, and this game is hurting my head, but it's still fun. Still hurting. It's still fun.
Well, Riz is gonna clip that.
Yeah,
and
he
it's
will.
gonna be.
Attackers need to locate
it's gonna be me talking about how bad my casting is in the middle of this clip. So, Riz, please cut that out. I'd appreciate that. Maybe mute the audio if you put it somewhere. Put some sick music or something.
Yeah, have a Steam put all the lens flares
Yeah.
and the whoop 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 whoop.
The cool After Effects transitions where it's like,
Yeah,
the slow motion stuff.
the wipe. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, this really is the All-Star game, eh? We're
Really
seeing some
is.
impressive.
10 seconds
Oh,
remaining.
don't you know it?
5 seconds.
Rizzer has
Fraction
the
no
diffuser.
longer. Oh, Rizzer does have the diffuser.
Attackers must
Yeah,
locate.
PK.
Oh my God! A team kill coming up from Flinties onto PK. What a
Those body
what-
shots too.
The first blood for Flinties. What an impressive shot. I mean, it sucks we didn't see that on the cast, but
Yeah, I think he definitely meant to do it. But Hazmat has the Amara this time. He stripped it from Braction's cold dying arms.
oh no.
Yeah. Flinties and PKs both have died. Both Italian operators got sacrificed to the mob that has been the Dark Zero attack so far. One was a little bit of blue on blue action. The other one just a free frag. His move is going to be going for the flank. Esteem DOs it out, but it's actually a Claymore down below. Fraction's playing 5D chess. And Dark Zero take the round and Son of Finn just walks into sight and murders Esteemed in the back. It's hard to analyze
Yeah.
this, but yeah.
Really is. All I can say is, the Steam is not running that Dark Zero skin.
He is.
That was the Steam, right?
It was a Steam, yes.
Disappointed to say the least.
Fraction hasn't paid him for the editing money yet. It hasn't hit his PayPal. That's why. That's why he didn't have the skin.
Yeah. That's on Braxton.
It's on
You
Braction.
should
We're
really
gonna,
blame him.
he's waiting to get his Team 99 prize money. That's how we'll pay him.
By the way, didn't they disband?
He is. I don't think they disbanded. He is LFT. From my
Braction's
understanding,
LFT.
I think he's
Okay.
going for a CL caliber team for upcoming quals.
He's definitely got the Super 90 skills to
He does have the
that,
Super
so.
90 skills and the Caviera plays on lock. So I don't know what else he needs to work on. When you have those, you kind of have
Attackers need
everything.
to locate and defuse as many bombs as they
Those
can.
are highly transferable skills to all other aspects of the game.
That is true. Hard to disagree there, Connor.
Yeah. On the stream, they just now are catching up to. They're about to watch a move to get obliterated off the face of the earth. And
Oh yeah.
yep, I just watched that. That was a disgusting shot.
I just realized I'm
So-
watching the stream on my phone on data. Did you see my Twitter post the other day about how bad Canadian data is?
I did not.
No. Well, it's bad. It's very expensive. Oh my
PK,
god.
PK answers
a
back
team-
on the Flinties. He answers back.
What a refrag. I mean, truly impressive
Objective
showing.
is to locate a
That is
bomb.
Down
that is
to
true.
earth
I
will
agree with
win.
Sovereign. D2E win.
Wow.
We love pixel art. What has not been art, has been kind of ugly to look at, has been the TSM defenses so far, as the attack has really been gunning, unlike Hazmat, really staying true to that 0.7 KD, actually a little bit below on a 0.5, if you do that quick math of 4 divided by 8. That's 0.5. As now a run out will go through. Rizzer barely still left alive, but the headshot from Moved will finish him off as he's finally shooting back. He's taking the advice of Braction and going absolutely crazy on a double kill so far. On for the ace by technicality and destroying a Blackbeard of Rizzer, who has been a very hot hand to say the least. Is a step in the right direction and potentially can fully turn into a round for TSM.
This is going to be an interesting one to say the least here, Connor. Match point for Dark Zero, but they are at the man at disadvantage here. Defiance
Drop the bomb defuse.
pushing into sight will not be successful, and Esteem taking out Sonofin, but Braxton will answer back onto Esteem, leading this into a 3v1 situation. Another potential TikTok or YouTube clip here. As the peaks will start to come out, will Braxton answer? A one tap will not hit, or not hit the head at the very least. But more are running out. Sovereign takes some shots from his teammate, PK. But now he will hop onto the roof, take out PK, an impressive double kill from Braxton. This is very winnable now. He'll pull out the hard breach charge.
A trampoline, if you will.
Yeah. Do you want to finish this one in case this is a YouTube clip? Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Maybe. Braxton's sending a little bit of shots over towards Move, and he's going to read into the prone like a Magic Treehouse book. He's just on a whole nother level so far. He's brought this back. He's clawed it to a 1v1 situation. Now the mind games begin. Braxton has that hard breach. Oh, no!
No way!
No!
Braxton has left the game after that.
He jumped out the window to a... Oh, that's... Oh, man.
I don't know what to say, Connor. I don't know what to say.
I don't know either. That was... Whew. That was... I think he would have won it. I think he would have won it. He just didn't see... He didn't see the Kapkan trap. I'm sitting there trying to hype it up. It's a game. It's mind games. The rotations are thing. There's so many opportunities for Braxton to go wherever he so desires. Then he just dies to a Kapkan trap. Man, I'm sure Ali Princess is now down bad because she wanted to see a knife fight, but here's the knife fight. It's coming in a couple of maps too late for her to have been here as you replaced her. So
I hope there's some clip on Braxton's YouTube of him talking
Dying
about
to
how
a
he
Kapkan
died to
trap.
Kapkan traps. You're an idiot or something.
Yeah, that would be really funny. I'd be good at it.
If that exists, someone's got to make it.
Yeah, it's like the clip of Pengu saying, if Fabian ever, he goes, I know when it's my time to retire. When Fabian comes to me and goes, hey, I think I have a good role for you. You should play the Thermite. And now he plays Thermite for G2. You ready for a knife fight? Who do you think wins?
If I had to put my money on it, I would say the defense. I mean, they just have an inherent advantage because, I mean, if you think about it, right?
They have a disadvantage because
Braxton-
they're going to be pinged at all times.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Yes, no, Connor. You have to look at it deeper, okay? Braxton is forced to bring that Nomad, which is a 2-speed right off the bat.
Mhm.
And in a knife fight, you want the 3 speeds, right? So, you know,
What are
maybe
the
that'll,
odds that Dark Zero just guns them all down? Yep. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Damn.
Uh-huh.
Well, I hope Flinty's gonna bring this back because it'd suck to see a map 1 end like this.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm protesting. Oh boy. Okay, moved in the 1v3 will
Yeah.
not be successful, and that will be the map to Dark Zero. An impressive showing from them.
Protest denied by Herme. Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Damn.
That's Hazmat goes wrong button. Definitely. It's the only way you can get kills. On Fortnite.
All right.
He still went negative after shooting people trying to knife fight. Still went negative.
SMH my head, as they say.
SMH my head indeed. SMH my
Dark
head.
Zero got 0 bitches for that.
We have Stadium coming up next, and we actually have another caster coming in, so...
I was gonna say, I think Drew's replacing you, right?
Yes, the Drew Spark himself will be replacing
All
our
right.
6 dick. So, I guess we can go to a freeze frame of Ryan for a little bit while Drew Spark
All
is
right.
going to be hopping on in. Went ahead and gave him the DM. He has the links.
I think I hit this red button.
Yes.
Thanks for
probably.
having me on,
Bye, Ryan.
everybody.
It was a pleasure.
Goodbye.
And now we get freeze framed Ryan for just a little bit. And you're going to be stuck with just me. As yeah, I don't. You know what? I've got an idea. I'm gonna hype y'all up for the finals. So, for the finals, we have Down to Earth versus Pride. Very good players on both sides, but the one that comes to my mind and has a special place in my heart is Bone, playing for Down to Earth. He's so special, he even has a copy pasta in our chat. By typing !Bone, you get the wonderful phrase of, my favorite player is the Bone guy. He is very good aimer. Special game sense. Honestly, is one of the best in the game, and so he comes equipped with those Jaeger ADSs, so you can destroy the attacker gadgets around, and he has a cool gun to go pew pew. That right there is Bone. Very special player indeed. Love him. love to cast him. I won't be casting him because my voice is already getting shot after this is my 4th map. So just kind of sitting here twiddling my thumbs waiting for the rest to go in. He just responded to the DM. I think he should be coming in quite soon. He has the TeamSpeak server. And yes, you can join now, even though you're 3 minutes behind. So he should be hopping in quite shortly. Whenever he joins in, you can just give him the VMix link and we'll get it going. We'll get it rolling because I think everybody on the side of the All-Stars game players will be ready to go into the game as soon as we get our second caster. I don't want to solo cast. I don't think you guys want to hear me solo cast. It gets really bad really quickly, as you can tell by me just sitting here waffling, trying to kill time away and continuously talking, because I guess that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. If you don't know who Drew Spark is, then you should educate yourself. He is a wonderful analyst that's currently LFT. So if you're T1 and looking for an analyst, there's the beautiful Scottish man that will be joining us shortly is insanely talented. If you need any helps with a spreadsheet for a class, he also would do that work on the side for you because he's a genius on that. Alrighty, Drew. They cannot hear you because you're not in VMix yet, but yes, Ferme should be giving you a link, and then you click on that and hit join, and then we're all Gucci. He has joined the booth. And yes, we are live. It's very unprofessional. We're just like kind of sitting here. It's just me with a frozen picture of Drew I almost read Drew Spark, but it's because Ferme actually updated the graphic. So right now there's a frozen picture of Ryan in your place. So yes, exactly what you want to see. When you get to the VMix link, you just type in your name. It doesn't really matter. And then up in, yeah, there you're here. You're here. I can see you.
Yep.
As you're telling him to leave. Get out.
Get out of here. This is my house.
Ferme, his audio's coming through on VMix, correct? Okay, so we're all good. Everything's perfect. Welcome, Drew Spark. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I am a little tired, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is what, 10 p.m. for you?
Oh yeah, like breakfast for me. So but yeah. I'm feeling good. It's been a while since I've been involved in a Siegecast, so yeah.
Since the Xbox
ready to get
days.
started, I guess. I'm actually just gonna turn off the stream because I'm hearing
It'll
you
confuse
twice.
you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
exactly.
just keep it muted. Yeah, you know nobody wants to hear me twice.
How are you doing?
Doing pretty well. My brain cells have been deteriorating slowly by watching these games. I don't know if I'm going to be qualified to ever analyze any other higher tier game after watching this. I'm forever changed. I'm going to start roasting people for not bringing the Super 90 and interrogating 3 people in one round.
Super 90, that was the returns of Sniper 90. Like,
it was.
Jesus.
That was
Let's bring me-
Braxton going for YouTube and TikToks.
I got flashbacks of presidential playing ranked, staring up the split stairs, Sniper 90 to the face. Tough times.
You couldn't compete with that. Like, there was nothing you could do. You just died.
And the frost maps were awful back then as well. It was just
Didn't
it was all about
they
the
took
shotgun.
so much HP, or like not so much HP, that they had so much HP. They took so many bullets to kill.
Mhm.
Into what, like 5?
Well, the maps actually got buffed twice up till now, so they actually used to be super weak. I mean, like, it's still fairly easy to kill, but I mean, frost mats are used for crosshair displacement now, so dude, that shotgun, they used to just run everything. It was the same when the Spaz came out for Valkyrie as well. What was it?
Banana
It's
gun.
ops and their shotguns.
Yeah, I've actually seen a couple of strats in Collegiate that do hinge upon it's on Villa. You have Villa in Kitchen, and you just stick a Valkyrie next to the laundry wall, like in between Memorial and like that like low 90 corner, and you just sit there with a shotgun, and they breach the side, and you just sit there, and if they run through the breach, they die. If they run in through Memo, they die. Because the Spaz 12 does go hard. It goes hard. But I think we are ready to go.
Yep.
I'm sure we're going to analyze the high levels of intelligence shown in this game on Stadium.
Let's go. I was looking forward to a stadium map.
Yeah, Stadium, I'm glad it was you that got the Stadium, because we can really break down this map, because it's not one map. It's two. It's 2 maps.
How'd you find this map? Better or
I
worse than
like
last
it.
year's?
I like it. I think at the end of the day, it feels a lot more familiar than last map because I mean, that was Hereford and something.
It was Hereford and wait, Oregon.
Yeah, it
Old
was
Hereford
Hereford
and
and
Oregon.
Old Oregon.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. It's really interesting because this map you still feel like you're in border or in coastline depending on in both of the maps they line up a lot better. There's the similarities because both are attacker sided and really hinging upon just certain power positions. And so what they decided to do is take all of those power positions and mash them together. And it is fun. It plays out fun. There's a lot of really interesting sweaty strategies that some people do, like running out a main door and killing everybody that is on the balcony, trying to breach with a nitro cell. That happened to me like 4 times yesterday. I was like, wow, these people
Yeah.
actually know the map, and I'm just trying to have fun. And it's sad, but
Yeah, like it is slightly lower than like the usual border barriers. So I always get caught out of that as well. But
yeah,
now
it's
that
like
I've learnt it, 3 pieces all around, no problem.
yeah, it's. See, I tried to do it yesterday, and there was someone just prone on the other side of main door, just staring at it,
Oh, dude.
waiting for someone to run out. And I'm like, wow, man, you're
That's
having
actually
fun, aren't you?
that's actually the other dynamic as well, because beside that main door is just a mad like glass panel.
Uh
So you
huh.
can actually you can what you just have someone just sat there just watching, just
Uh huh.
waiting.
Just
You don't need
waiting.
a camera, you don't need Valkyrie is useless in this map.
Mm-hmm. And the flank drones you can set up are actually kind of nice because they can't get shot because they're
I know, right?
outside.
Exactly.
And you can just look down like the really long corridor. It's like you can look down the cool vibes rotate like on the connect between the map, that like the outside balcony from that goes into archives, as well as the cool vibe stairs. It's weird to say that, but it does.
I like when they do this walking as well. There's always this one dude just like off to the side somewhere. Like doing
Yeah,
this that whole cinematic walk in. It's just like the visual or something. Just like
yeah. If they spawn
know.
over on that side, but you also, if you're not spawning on gantry, you're throwing. Because why do you not want to take in the beautiful views?
well, exactly. Although if you go downstairs, like have you seen the SI winners? Down
Yeah, the
basement?
SI winners is nice.
Yeah, that was really nice. I
Henry,
really liked that.
observe a drone and tell him to go downstairs. Can you first person a drone on
can.
attack or on observer? That's what I thought. I didn't know if you could do it during prep phase.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Just say with a drone. Yeah, I think, is Goria going down?
Attacker's objective is to locate a
I mean, 2 of them have lost to drones already.
Yeah, that's true.
So you know, as we can tell, we've got the all stars here who clearly do not know what drone economy is.
Nope. But I mean,
I don't know where it is.
nobody
They never
knows.
played this map before.
Braxton said this is his first time seeing it. I mean, it's only been out for 2 days. Some people, if they're doing other things.
I don't know. The first time I tried this map, I had like the Seth in my ear going, Drew, come see this whiteboard. And I'm like, alright,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Yeah.
Come downstairs. It's literally
was
the first
cool.
thing I see in the map.
Same. Do they already have the wall open? They did not reinforce it, and that's why Goria died. Unfortunate.
Approaching a kill zone.
And it's opened up. An attempt to run out from Defiance will be met with Sovereign getting a double kill because he's just going to absolutely murder everybody. Quick peeks from Hazmat will be met with a quick run-in from Moved with the F2. Headshot onto Hazmat leaves it in a 3v2 situation. Just Braxton and Rizzer, the 2 members of Team 99 in this all-star game against the entirety, pretty much 60% of the attackers who are now in a post-plant situation. Rizzer's being pinched. He doesn't know where to go, but he's still going to be able to take down his team as the attempted Super 90 shots are kind of falling on deaf ears, except right here when he runs straight into Sovereign. Doesn't know that the player's half wall. His move's going to be able to swing out. Pistol in hand, going up against the pistol of Rizzer. Will get the headshot even though he aimed at his left toe.
That was a nice shot.
That was a nice shot. I just don't think that was a
That's why
headshot,
they're all
though.
stars.
He was aiming at his crotch, and he got a headshot.
Was Moved the dude that was doing the yellow spawn peaks from last game?
Yes.
Yeah, that guy can shoot.
That pistol shot was actually really nice. On the... It was a bullet hole, so I can't approve of it, because I don't like it. Except when you look at... Did you see Laxing's tweet yesterday?
I didn't see it, no.
It was really funny. I'll have to send it to you. It's not broadcast safe. I'm gonna find it and DM it to you.
Nice. Okay, so it's NFSW, so I can't open it in front of my family.
It was really funny. It was really funny. It was a
Defenders,
banger.
Protect your bombs from being defused by
So,
attackers.
for everyone watching, I've got a couple of confessions. First confession is that I am not in the same level of rap godness as your usual host casters here. I'm more just here for the bands.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
what
be
we're
straight up.
that's what this is for. We're
Exactly.
just having fun.
So if you expect me to drop an album during this matches, it's probably not going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see what we can work with. And second confession is that I'm actually kind of new to SCS as a league itself, and so trying to
10
get used to the
seconds left
players,
before insertion.
trying to get used to the teams, some of the storylines and whatnot.
5 seconds
I did
remaining.
catch a bit at the end of the season, and there were some good matches, but of course, coming to the end of the
Attacker's
season,
objective is to
a lot of
locate a
things are kind of
bomb and
already
defuse
set, and teams are just kind of playing for seeding at that point.
Yeah.
So all in all, I'm just kind of looking forward to next season, I guess. And I know you guys did a little bit of revealing today in terms of like some of the formats and stuff.
Yeah, we've been shelling it out because we're trying to get as many people to sign up as possible. 'Cause, you know,
Right.
more people, more competition. We can get the best teams. And it'll be more fun to cast walls and stuff like that. Because you know, the future, it's on the up and up again. I thought Hazmat was just about to TK the ever-loving crap out of Defiance there, but instead he'll be blinded. So much so that he'll just get finished off by a nade. His attempted pre-fire will go in to steam TK's PK. A little bit of a rhyme in there. Do match up with the crime that was capital murder on your own teammate. The team will still be able to finish off Hazmat with a nade, but once again, it's the Super 90 of Fraction taking out move, the quick refrag out from Gloria. The steam also falling down to that lovely turret that Son of Finn removed from its stand, as it's another pre-fire coming out of Rizzer playing prone, Sovereign going absolutely nuclear.
What do you think of Tachanka? Have you seen much Tachanka use? I know. I guess he's kind of quarantined now.
Yeah,
is
he's
that correct for
quarantined.
SES?
Yeah,
Is that
he's
much
quarantined
Tachanka
for
play
SES.
last map?
Oh, this is like, we don't care about quarantines and stuff like that.
Oh
you know?
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you like see much of it being used at all. Like, are
Not a
these
whole
all stars
lot.
handling it well?
Not a whole lot. He was used like 3 or 4 times in the staff game, and I think like maybe once last game. That might have been the first. Might have been the first Tachanka kill.
First Tachanka kill of SES. I was gonna say when's the first Tachanka kill of Pro League, but it was used at Invite. And there we go. That's my boy
Yeah,
PK.
that was the last time I think Tachanka got a kill in T1.
So there actually are a couple of players in here that I've known for a little while now, and PK is definitely one of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Attackers
good
need
to
to
see him
locate
kicking
and
about.
defuse bombs.
Yeah, he's been in the scene for a while.
Yeah, he's always a good
Um,
time.
He has a good time. I like watching PK. Dallas Vendetta are coming back. I think for I don't know if they're already confirmed for quals, but I know that they've worked through a lot of their issues. I'm looking forward. They are confirmed for quals, so I'm excited to see if they can fight their way back in. They were first attempt. They rebranded to Dallas Vendetta. They kept a lot of their core roster, and then because of their seeding in the season, they weren't able to make playoffs. They kind of took a step back, decided it's grind time, and I'm looking forward to seeing what new strats they came
10
up with,
seconds left
new
before
additions
insertion.
here and there, and how it's all going to culminate
5 seconds to
in
insertion.
towards their quals.
Dude, this is already hurting my brain.
Yep.
Attackers must locate and defuse a
3
bomb.
drones.
3 drones versus 1 vigil.
Who wins?
Bulletproof glass.
Yeah, and the bulletproof glass wins that one. Except actually, the drones can ping through the bulletproof glass. So,
Who would you rather fight? 5 drone-sized vigils, or 1 vigil-sized drone?
considering, well, the vigil dies easily as Goria is just going absolutely crazy. 2 kills for him, but he's gonna be refragged nonetheless. Actually picked up, but nope, it's a double kill from Rizzer, who gets a wonderful flank onto PK and Goria, leaving it in a 2v3 situation still manageable for the defenders, as Braggon's gonna be able to take down his team and actually take out Moved as well. All of a sudden, the pendulum swings in the favor of the defenders once again, who are now 2v1 against a Monty who drops his shield, gets his head removed by Rizzer, and Team 99 players go hard. They clutch it out in the 2v3 situation, and absolutely obliterate a Monty.
Jesus. It was, I mean, like, all-star game and all, obviously they're going to be picking somewhat selfishly with the operators and stuff, but I do think on this map, obviously that's kind of like the service kitchen
Rush
site that we
plant.
see from Coastline.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Monty plant is extremely viable, but you know, you kind of got to have your team, and I think the team were a bit more distracted at trolling the visual.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Goria got those first couple picks, and then when he went down, he was not in a safe place to revive, and they still tried.
ooh, so we got the Amari here, assuming it doesn't get six picked.
Defiance has been, yeah, they're gonna pick the Amaru. The G8 goes hard.
Attackers need
So-
As
to locate
SGA
and defuse
proved
as
in the
many
staff
bombs as
game,
they
the
can.
G8 is still a wonderful weapon.
Oh yeah, it's still you're never gonna complain about having G8.
Yeah.
So this
Actually-
window right here that Henry's kind of showing on the north side, this is like the main entry point.
Mhm.
If you're an Amari, there's no actually this.
You have
map
to go in
isn't-
sandwich. You just have to.
because of the way like the balconies are on this map, a lot of like the other kind of planes of the map, there aren't actually many accessible windows from spawn. So rushing with Amari isn't the most comfortable thing to do in this map. You don't really
10
have
seconds left.
the most amount of choices of windows, and obviously, me being a competitive
5
person,
seconds to insertion.
I like to see that. I like to see some sort of map flow to these maps, and
Attackers are
for there
moving
not
out
to be
locate a
anything of
bomb and
use.
defuse it.
But it'll be
Defenders
interesting to
left
see
the
what the
area
American
of
does here,
operation.
because
Defender is
they might just go
exposed.
straight for that sandwich window and essentially YOLO it in, see what they can get. You have to
Yeah.
expect in the North Star match they're at least going to be waiting for it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is the map is kind of designed to be anti-spawn peeking, which is
Defender
why you don't
exposed.
have those rush strats coming through as much. Goria still trying to drop down Defiance, who might have flown in through the window. Maybe? Did he? No. But the main thing with Sandwich is that you don't have the direct line of sights and soft walls opened up because of those armory racks. Like, Sandwich is a lot safer, but it seems like no location is safe from Son of Finn so far as he picks up 2 frags. I think Moved was just sitting outside on one of his Prismas trying to be the odd man out and trying to be very sneaky, but it didn't work. Hazmat trying to make his Selma gadgets work to reach away and opening into sight. The Son of Finn just pre-firing away actually gets tagged up a bit by his own teammate who's just going to run through his smoke, hip fire, trying to get blessed once again, but God will not smile upon him with the RNG.
Attackers drop the bomb diffuser.
Goria still doing Goria things, dropping down Son of Finn, but it's a flank onto Braxton, who doesn't even need a shield to block that knife. Rizzer on the refrag, still leaving it in a 2v2 situation. Hazmat and Rizzer against PK and Goria. Would have to say I want to trust the defenders on this one because they have slightly superior weapons in the form of the Kea, but Rizzer's still going to drop down Goria nonetheless, and it's another kill as Rizzer just does things. He kills everyone.
This was a dude on Bloodbid, right?
Yeah,
Right from the
Rizzer's on
last match.
Team 99, and he's pretty good. He's a pretty good. He was the 1v5 Blackbeard.
I called that earlier on.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Who would you say is the most mechanically talented player
In this lobby,
in this lobby? Yeah. If you could just throw a name out there, who would you say is, in a straight up gunfight would be your man to win? If you had to choose one man to win a gunfight, who would it be?
Goria and Rizzer coin flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attackers
Henry
need
says
to locate
Sov.
and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Sovereign is very mechanically gifted as well. Soft wall mirror strat.
Attackers have
What's your
discovered the
take on this
location
one,
of a
Drew?
bomb.
This mirror. I love. That's it. Call me a sinner, but I love these half-full mirror strats. I mean, obviously they're a little bit trolling. But yeah, fucking no. What, I mean, like, why? I shouldn't swear in broadcast, not bad. But yeah, they've got the alibis. Obviously, they had the alibis outside. This time, it's not going to work. They all just got taken out with one grenade, including the alibi herself.
10
So here,
seconds to
instead,
go.
what they've got the Jaeger devices, they've got the 2 mirror runners, they've got the alibi prisoners, they've got the barbed
5
wire.
seconds to
Yeah, this is
insertion.
foolproof. I see no holes whatsoever with this strategy. Smoke, you cannot throw something else in at prep phase.
Defenders left designated staging area. Defender
He's going to
is
use the smoke
exposed.
as well to kind of cover. I like that. That's a little bit smart. I mean, I don't think ultimately it's going to do much because you can't, as we were saying, we can't really get any angles onto that area of the map. Be interesting to see how the attackers choose to combat this, though. They don't really have much in the way to really combat it. I mean, obviously it's a soft wall. They don't really have much soft destruction. The Zofia would have been perfect here, but they don't have it.
Well, Hazmat getting a free kill on Goria, who can now allow Hazmat to breach in, but Defiance jumping in is only matched by Hazmat running in. It's a 1v4 situation, as you didn't see any flaws in the strat, but it seems Hazmat and the rest of the attackers definitely did. The Steam trying his best, can't quite get a kill as he's just in absolute chaos and pandemonium trying to thrive in that, runs out and gets absolutely demolished by Braxton running Iron Sights.
I mean, they say in Call of Duty, if you're going to run the AK-47 with any sights, you're kind of trolling. I don't
Yeah.
think that applies in Siege.
Now, the 74, it's I love the Fnatic skin on it. That's the only reason I run it over the ARX on Nomad. It's just because I have the Fnatic skin from like last time. It's a
You know what's
very pretty skin as opposed to like the fade that you see on the G36.
Well, what's actually kind of funny is that I run the G36 on Yana for the Fnatic skin over the ARX.
Yeah.
So for a similar reason, I choose the I choose to not run the ARX, even though the ARX slaps. So fantastic
ARX
gun.
hits like a truck, man.
Mhm. Oh yeah, for sure. By the way, there was no weakness in that strat. Like
Attackers need
1
to
out of
locate
99
and
times that'll
defuse
work, and that was
bombs.
just the one time.
Yeah, exactly. That was masterfully crafted, and most likely there was hours upon hours upon hours of analysis that went into the creation of
Yeah.
that. I think Hazmat should go buy a lottery ticket, even though he's only 14, because he got really lucky in that one.
There must be some lotteries out there that aren't strictly gambling, that children can take part in.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Yeah.
Like maybe some gummy bears or something like that.
Somehow he's gonna go gamble for gummy bears.
Yeah. See, when I was in school, we used to play
5
top
seconds
trumps.
left before insertion.
You heard of top trumps? I don't know if
I
you
have
guys get
not.
that in America. It's like
Attacker's objective is
think
to
of it like
defuse a bomb.
like a stats card, but like it'll be like anything. It could be like predators, it could be like cars, ships, sports people, and then you take turns. It's a 2-player game. You take turns to call out a stat on your card, and if that stat beats the other card, then you win that card. And we used to gamble, like, so we used to play for. You keep going until you have all the cards in your hand, basically. And
It's like pink
in-
slips.
Yeah, and in our primary school we used to play, and if we lost, we'd actually have to forfeit our deck of cards.
Dang.
Low key gambling.
Yeah,
At 12 years old, so
playing for keeps.
exactly that's what we called it, playing for keeps. So that was fun.
Yeah. You ever want the smoke in a Yu-Gi-Oh duel? I got you.
It's been a
And
while. since I
Braxton
played Yu-Gi-Oh
with the
cards.
shotgun is he's like Picasso with a brush. It's just absolute art as he rushes in with the Amaru. As the shotgun picks up 2 kills, Nagoria could get a triple with this Nitro, but the shield damage will block it away. The Monty took a lot of damage indeed, and Hazmat's going to make sure Sovereign takes a full HP's worth, as there's just a trade back and forth, headshot for headshot, tit for tat, leaving it in a 4v2 for the attackers with a Monty still on the board. But now he's systematically removed by Goria, punishing the over-aggression, and that's exactly what happened to Braxton as well. Trying to pick a long angle with a shotgun doesn't work as much when you have an SMG on the other side. Attempted plant coming through.
Attackers activating diffuser.
Thunderfin taking out Goria, as now it's a 2v1 situation. Do you think that PK has enough to try to break this down? No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
That answered the question for you. I thought he was maybe gonna have another 5 to 10 seconds left alive, but he was gone.
Reminds me of last month when you were talking about the 1v1 and the mind games beginning, and then your man
Oh,
runs
this
straight
was
to a
this was
captain.
it. It was over. It was over. That was fast. I did not know that was the last round. I guess we can ask to see if they want to play
They want
another
to run
one.
it back?
They want to run it back real quick.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
I guess
mean, we
it's
still
just
got time to kill.
All right, it does look like we are going to play a second time. It must just be something in the custom settings. Custom game is not meant to be for any more than 4 rounds, just because it was in the unranked pool. Essentially, I think it's an unranked game. I tried to leave
Yeah,
one,
it
it's like,
is
nope,
unranked.
you can't leave this game. So, all right, I guess I'm solo queuing. But yeah, I think even though it's a bit of a meme match, it's a bit of an all-star match, it is really fun to see these players take on this map. I think that the map is designed extremely well. Do you know? I tell you the one thing about this map that catches me off guard every time is, so you know the office into fountain area,
Yeah.
and then it connects to archives, and all of that looks exactly like Bordeaux. I mean, by the aesthetics, it looks like Border. It's laid out like Border. So then you go to Breach One's the soft walls and fountain to go to metal stairs, and then you just met with like a whole new room
Yep.
that you're not expecting.
Because you expect that wall to be like exterior facing, but it's
Yeah.
just more of the map.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, what? There's more?
Yeah, it just keeps on going on as far as the eye can see, as it goes from Border to Coastline. I still think that, like, out of all the maps to pair, Border and Coastline were really good to pair.
I agree. I agree that both maps are super small, and you know, given potential reworks, you would probably look to expand the actual footprint of that map.
Mm-hmm.
I think Border
Remove
especially.
the skylights.
Yeah, exactly. Both of them have an issue of either a gaping hole in the middle, or just cut off points from the roof that should just not exist due to.
Yeah.
I mean, Border's big issue is that there's a skylight right above the literal only safe rotation in the map, which is these stairs. So watching flanks on Border was always just far too easy because you just put a drone these stairs, maybe even 2 if you're feeling generous, and then you just man watch the metal stairs, and then it didn't matter if you take a bottom site or top site. It was just far too easy, and that coupled with the map just being tiny compared to like one of Theme Park or Cafe,
Villa.
for example. Yeah, Jesus Christ, Villa. I don't want to talk about that. It's my most hated map in the compo.
Villa is, I think somebody, I forget who told it to me, but he goes, the way you can think about Villa is you take house and you put it next to house, and that's Villa.
I've never thought of it that way.
It's
I
just
think of Villa
two
like
houses.
I think of Villa like you know, like 3 friends, and the 3 friends are the 3 floors.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
we're all
you're
your
on a
friends just-
sidewalk where you can only have 2 people across, and just nobody loves the basement.
Yeah, I was going to be a little bit harsher then. I think I'm going to retract what I was originally going to say. But yeah, the basement's useless.
Yep.
You don't even use it for rotation. It's far too many entry points. So we've had Oregon. I'm trying to remember what the first iteration of the stadium was. So it was Oregon and
Hereford.
That's it. Hereford, thank you. Oregon, Hereford, and this is Border Coastline. What do you think the next year's map will be? What 2 maps would you like to see merged together?
Skyscraper and Cafe.
Skyscraper and Cafe.
Yeah.
That's a huge map, my friend.
Yeah, but only like the important rooms.
Are they the important ones? All right, okay, so it will just be Cafe then.
No, you imagine Cafe with, instead of piano, it's geisha.
Right.
Attackers have located a bomb.
That'd be cool.
10 seconds
I was trying to
left.
think like
Geisha.
Clubhouse, and then like, so imagine Clubhouse and you cut off Strip
5
Club,
seconds remaining.
and that's kind of like the blueprint.
Right.
Like, and you could like replace
Attackers are heading
like
out
half
to defuse a
with,
bomb.
like, so no Strip Clubs. Do you make like Villa? Let's do Villa, and we can do like Aviator game
Attackers
side.
dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Oh, I mean, Defiance is dead already. There's a prox alarm outside. The wall is open. Moved is feeling confident to just run around with the F2. Sonapin might eat a grenade here. I don't know how he lived because he was already on 25 HP. That grenade right next to him did 5 damage. We love shrapnel. Hazmat dies to move. He's just running into sight. And there's no sight control or pushback from the defenders.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
Drew, so apparently Decept thinks you need to shout somebody out.
I need to shout someone out?
Uh-huh.
Like someone in this match or just someone in general?
No, like somebody that, you know, special place in your heart.
Someone with a special place in my heart.
Uh-huh. He's saying
Okay.
Esther Bunny.
Oh, shout out Esther Bunny. She's probably sleeping right now.
Yeah,
Um,
probably. She does sleep a lot.
Yeah, bless her. She works hard. I mean, to be fair, I got up nice and early today to
did.
be with you beautiful gentlemen. So
Yeah, I woke up at like 1.
the
So-
early hours of 9 p.m. local time. But such is the life that I have, where I'm on this weird sleeping pattern. It's fine. I've had my coffee. I've had my water. I'm good to go.
Yeah,
I'm also finding it extremely
gang
curious
energy.
how these guys are supposedly all stars, yet they can't seem to hold the most default site that's been in the game
Attackers need to
since
locate
Duff
and
Well, they're
Line.
trying to
defuse
have
as many bombs
fun.
as they can.
I don't know, man. Like, it's
It's an attacker-sided map.
mm,
You take both attacker, like the only two attacker-sided maps in the entirety of the game, and put them together.
that is true. Actually, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
It
Wow,
doesn't
I just
feel-
out-analyzed a pro league
Wow,
analyst.
let's go. All right, well, I'm retiring. My LFT is now just a retirement post.
Hey,
so
hey. Maybe I'll switch to analyst work.
Maybe
stay
I'll switch
tuned.
casting. I'm clearly built for this.
Yeah. It's legitimately not bad.
10 seconds left.
Just need to feel more comfortable. You know, you got potential.
5 seconds
Absolutely.
remaining.
So I actually
Absolutely.
used to do a little bit of casting back in the day, but I was 10 seconds behind because I was watching the YouTube feed, and what actually ended up happening was I'd never do any play-by-play whatsoever. I just kind of sit there and just make condescending comments at the end of every round and just watch the stream to make sure that we're not already in the
Attackers
match.
recovered the diffuser.
My points would always get cut off because I'd be like talking during the prep phase, but because I'm 10 seconds behind, I didn't realize the action's already started. So if there was a rush,
Yeah.
I'd miss it. And
Yep.
they'd go, so Drew,
love
what were your thoughts on
Xbox.
that? And I'd be like, 2 seconds and just catching up.
Yeah, thankfully this feed's pretty up to date. We're pretty right on in it as Sovereign obliterates Hazmat. That was destruction at its finest. Defiance also taking a little bit of damage as he's just running around like a chicken with his head cut off, rotating over towards the backside of Cool Vibes stairs. Son of Finn inside the small office, holding close with a shotgun. That's probably where you want to be with the kit that Mute has. But Goria, I think, is blind. No, he's not. He's Ying. He can't be blind. He's going to destroy everybody. Moved on the refrag from Son of Finn, as Defiance is also going to take down Sovereign with that aforementioned shotgun. But is it too little too late for the SAS operators to try to stop this plant? It's a post-plant position. They don't have the man advantage, and they have nobody left alive as PK and his team will land a couple of body shots onto the two remaining players of the orange team and take another round for the attackers.
Yeah, so I think Gory's going to be internally screaming when he's putting together his montage and he goes back to look for this clip. And he finds, oh, yes, bro, I had a sick Candela play, 2-piece, put
And
Braxton in
Henry
the dirt.
missed it.
And Henry decides to watch the person who's running around like a chicken, blind
Was
as a
full
bat.
blind. Full blind.
Love Henry. Fantastic observer, obviously.
Yes, I wish he was 18
I actually thought Braxton was
because
going
then
to
he could do some cool stuff.
Missing kills is my specialty.
Yep. Henry's always very, very hard on himself for observing, even though
I wouldn't put that on your CV.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
I wouldn't
bombs as
put
they
that
can.
down under
On the reel.
additional skills. I
Yeah.
actually thought Braxton was kind of playing that half full position. I actually thought he was going to actually get a lot more work done there, but I completely forgot that the Ying was on the board, and of course Ying does Ying things. Ying is actually infamous in this site in particular. The likes of Hungary from EU, running around even with like the I forgot what the shotgun's called. But you know that Ying
it's
shotgun?
the 6SD, right?
Yeah, that one. It's got like a built-in silencer and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he used to do some. This wallet Defiance is putting up
10
now.
seconds
If
to
teams
insertion.
would leave that soft or leave it vulnerable, he would basically just take advantage
5
of it.
seconds to
Use the
insertion.
shotgun, throw the Candelas in, just cause havoc. He had an ace from that
Attackers are
position as
moving
well.
out
I'm
to
not sure if it
locate
was with the
a bomb
shotgun.
and defuse it.
Like, it was definitely on this site, with a weapon of some sort. Nasty.
Ying's LMG is so good too.
I love Ying's LMG. I mean,
Even
LMGs are
with
pretty
the-
cheesy.
Yeah, even with the vertical grip, it feels like it has an angled. It aims down sight so fast, and then with the angled grip, it's literally instant. With an ACOG.
LMGs are very forgiving in this game in general. I mean, just look at the GA.
Yeah, I mean GA only needs a 1x, and then you put an ACOG on the T95, and you can still do things. As Braxton, the main counter to the Ying that was brought, kind of in vain. He's put into the DBNO state when there's no Ying. He has no function, and he has no life left in his body. As Sovereign will finally clean up that kill. It's a 4v4 situation, so not the worst thing in the world for the defenders. The Defiance is still inside a bathroom. Could punish them with a flank if he's left unchecked, undroned, and unknown inside that position. But most likely he's going to have to be the one rotating, as people don't know that they're already pushing inside of sight. Goriad picks up Rizzer on the inside. Just an absolute free kill, as it's going to be a retake position with 4 left alive for the attackers in a post-plant situation. Let's hear you shout, Cast Drew.
They say me shoutcast. Alright, okay, so the bomb seems to be planted in Armory. It's planted for Sovereign here, so he has all the tools necessary to actually protect us, even though he is in the man disadvantage. He is going to get long arm though. Is he able to see the... Oh,
Ooh.
I actually thought he's going to be able to see the kneecaps there. He may have got a couple of shots on. But the teammate made a heads up play, jumped out the window. Even if just causing the distraction, one of them is going to get the kill either way. So good play there in the retake. And that's the issue. That's the issue with this site and in this plant spot in particular, is that it's really hard to kind of avoid the long arming unless the wall is already opened. It's going to be reinforced by default. So it gave the Rook an opportunity there to go in, and the team play happened right before our eyes.
Yeah,
I'm
nice.
going to try some shoutcasting. The
Let's
issue I
do
have
it.
with shoutcasting is I find it really hard to talk without thinking before I talk. Whereas you just like you have this thesaurus just in your head, just locked in, and you can just.
I'm not a
flow.
shoutcaster. I'm an analyst caster. I'm like a color. I'm not a play-by-play.
All right, I see. We get it. You're a man of many talents. You're a tier 4 name on the Jasmine list. I get it.
No, dude, my shoutcasting's my weakest. That's what people tell me when I get feedback that my shoutcasting needs to be better. So it's holding me back.
That's what's holding
Hey.
you back.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, you've got the analysis brain. We're working together. And is this a full upstairs? Yeah, this is a full upstairs extension. As you would. Wait. Oh.
No,
Okay.
it's the
Yep.
site.
It's flipped. It's flipped. I was thinking like, oh yeah, so they just won, and I'm on my brain of 6 rounds and then switch instead of 3 rounds and then switch. So.
Nope, this is another first to 4, I believe. Or
Yes, it
first
is.
to 5 if to get to 4. So
Henry,
Yep,
check
it's-
this.
He's-
What's Sovereign up to?
Is he gonna go
He's
show
going
us
to
the
whiteboard.
champions? Look at the champions.
Or is he going to show us Tachanka? Oh no, he's just finding.
He couldn't place down the shield, and
whatever.
Defiance destroyed him. That's unlucky for Sov. As
You'll have to say that for next season.
yeah, I'll have to save that for next season. Next weekend.
Unless you want to go and do it again, then yeah, by all means go ahead.
Yeah, I mean Defiance will be like, I mean, yeah. Rizzer taking out PK. That's another frag. Electrify skin coming through. Does he have a suppressor on it? I think so, but Defiance picking up another kill on Decoria will be just more and more kills flooding in from the attackers. All of a sudden, it went from 0 to 100 real quick as a 1v5 clutch potential for moved, and he only has 1 frag in the tank before Defiance shuts him down for his 3rd. The attack continuing the momentum and showing that, yes, your analysis was correct. This was an attacker-sided map, and they're going to continue probably trying to pick up as many rounds as possible.
So let's see what set to go to now. It's back to Armory Lockers. So the first question is Sovereign going to try and do his mad shield strat downstairs? It's been funny seeing multiple players try their various alibi plays, and none of them work whatsoever.
worked.
Yeah, I think we kind of we're quite a long way past Parabellum now. I think everyone's aware of how alibi works. Although on a real note, with the runout timer being the way it is now, alibi can actually be very useful.
I
You can
agree.
throw your prisoners into an area where you know the attackers aren't going to be able to get to it that easily. It's either in a defendable position or it's just far away from a spawn point. And then just run out to your heart's content. I mean, sure, you're still going to be detected, but like the reaction time to that detection is it's going to be much slower. So that paired with the Arca cams, man, I hate it. I hate ranked.
Yep.
I had a tweet the other day where I said I love Comp Siege more than I hate ranked, and I think that is the biggest compliment I can give anyone.
Yeah, that's true. Comp Siege is
10 seconds
it's
to
a
go.
whole nother beast. That's why you have people that are diamonds that can still struggle against plat.
5 seconds remaining.
They just don't play ranked that much. You put them in a comp scenario, and when you just run in
Attacker's objective is
Ash
to locate a bomb
over
and
and over
defuse it.
again,
Defender is
it
exposed.
doesn't really work. It can work in ranked, but not in this. It's like I don't think moved. I don't think this is gonna work. I'm gonna be
He tried this before, and he actually got countered by a grenade. The grenade that took out every single one of those prisoners, and then chunked him down to about half HP. And then I don't know. I think he kind of panicked, went for a kill, just got bodied. But if at first you don't succeed,
the ace will die. I was gonna say I don't know why Defiance is pushing so low, but Son of Finn pushing so low, that makes a little bit more sense. Move goes down on the activated Prismas, and just nice and easy so far. Gloria still causing a lot of mayhem downstairs. It will be ended by Hazmat on the Zofia. His patented second entry roll will stop some of the bleeding that we've seen so far come out of the attack. But more so, it's been the defenders taking more damage now. Flip that script, even 3v3 as Hazmat falls at the hands of a steamed one synthetic player against a former Project Neo star. There's still a little bit of hard breach potential with Rizzer on the Maverick, but most likely there's no breaching going down. It's a stat game. There's knife baiting, there's swinging, and there's a Cade versus an Ashe, and the Cade will lose. Unsurprisingly, R4C has a little bit harder than the AUG. Now, man count advantage back into the side of the attackers. They have the diffuser and they're knocking on the door of sight. Pistols out for each player, trying to go for their clips as they can start pinching away on these final players. It's a flank from Rizzer to run through as he gets one, trying to go for two. Quick peeks back and forth, but Son of Finn will get the last laugh as he runs straight in on the armory wall, catches Sov not looking, and takes another round for the attack.
I get the feeling we're getting to the stage of this All-Star match where the players are kind of like, all right, we're still picking some off meta ops, but we're going to try and actually defend this site. And this site is still failed to be defended by both teams.
No, go back.
They're gonna go back
once again.
I know, like, I mean,
They're gonna keep
way to
going
show off
back.
the map, guys. I mean, I guess this map is just Armory Lockers now.
Always has been.
So this is actually a fairly standard lineup for the attack,
Yeah, I mean,
and a fairly standard lineup for the defense as well. That's
oh my
like,
gosh,
even
are we gonna
some beef
see
in the chat.
meta? Oh my gosh.
I believe it might actually get to see something that doesn't melt my brain a little bit.
Hey,
Um,
Drew,
Attackers need
guess
to
what?
locate and defuse
What's
as
that?
many bombs as they
There's a
can.
mute, a Mozzie, and a Vigil. What does that mean?
SSG roam.
Yes. Explain the SSG roam.
Well,
It's not
the
gonna
SS
happen on this site.
Yes, all right, okay. So what's going to happen on this site is they're all going to run off site. They're going to
Bomb
set up their
located by
mutes.
attackers.
The point of the SSG roam is to burn as much time as possible to make the idea of a flank from multiple areas a threat at all times. This will not happen on this map because no one really understands the
10
flow of this
seconds
map
left before
properly.
insertion.
So any threats of a flank are going to be
5 seconds
somewhat
remaining.
less. Probably they're going to be premeditated by the defense. But the attack are going to be so oblivious to it because
Attackers
they
are
just don't
heading
understand the map as much, unless they've been doing their T hunts, in which case maybe they have. And
Can you T-hunt on this
yeah,
map?
no, I mean you could probably go into a custom game and like run around.
Yeah.
I'd be very surprised if this was a T hunt map. I'd love to see the stadium map in rotation for longer than it is.
Yeah, I actually really like the idea and the concept, and it feels like it's wasted to only come through every once in a while, but still fun nonetheless. Pre-fires from TK, as he knows that he can use the bulletproof glass to his advantage, doing his best dance moves, just crouch spamming over and over again. We'll peek once again into the prone player of Defiance, answers shots back. Is now
Attackers have
Braxton
located
using
the bomb.
the iron sights once again. I've never actually seen the M762 with irons, but I now can cross that off my checklist. I can die a happy man, just like Hazmat, who just died on the Ashe once again, looking at a scoreline of 1-5. Defiance also getting finished off by moved with a impact grenade, but the refrag from Rizzer's nice and quick. That trade will make his cost go up, and the man advantage of the defenders slowly wither away to only one.
Here we go. So we've got 4v3 now in the favor of the defense. We're actually seeing a defense, like the defense actually being favored on this site for the first time in what seems for forever. Because I think that's a late reinforcement gun down armory as well. So they clearly feel comfortable just to kind of regroup a little bit, kind of assess the situation, see, right, okay, what do we have? Is everyone lying down in a arbitrary spot in the map? Cool, right? We've got everything covered. Let's go again. Riz does looks like he found a gap in the defense, so he's not being drones, so he's going to be face checking absolutely everything. He's going to come against this barricade, which is actually why it's all being put up. And that's obviously going to give away his position if he chooses to go for that. So he'll be backing off, he'll be either waiting for a drone, maybe waiting for some backup, maybe a crossfire. But the defense aren't going anywhere. Their SSG has become a hard DZ bunker.
Ooh, we're getting a little bit more fun with the terminology here. Because DZ does like to stick on site. We know that that's their play style. They just have so many crossfires established on site that makes it impossible to push them out of their positions unless they absolutely whiff, which at the pro level doesn't happen that often. But with only 40 seconds left, PK will end the stalemate that has been so far. Berserk falls, but Son of Finn on the other side is trying to start knocking on the doorway of sight by removing Sovereign. However, there's still a smoke left alive with only 30 seconds left. He can completely kill off a one entryway, but now another one will be opened up as Braxton takes out PK. Pre-firing here, pre-firing there. It's a 2v2 situation, but they don't have diffuser control until Son of Finn rotated away and got it. They have to push into sight sooner rather than later because there's only 5 seconds left before they have to fully start committing to the plant. But now Goria gets in DB and Ode, and it's just a Steam who now had to run away, but he relinquished sight control. They can plant. This is an absolute blunder from a Steam who now has to retake against Son of Finn in an SMG-11 versus F2 battle. The long range advantage goes into the side of the Twitch. And just like that, the attackers win. Puzzling play, indeed.
Yeah, and in a twist of irony, the barricade that he put up himself when he was anchoring in this position ended up hurting him.
Yeah, I think that they thought that diffuser wasn't in any of their pockets, but the Twitch had it and won. No, I'm very hungry and want to go eat. Yes, well, that's it.
GG's alright.
We're done. That's it. We're done. But thank you.
How you feeling? I know you've had a super long day today.
Yeah, I started casting at like 1:30 to 2ish when I got in. So, you know, it's like a really long best of 3, I guess, that went in infinite overtime on every single map. But it was fun. There was moments here, moments there. I got to cast with a lot of people that I haven't done. You, Ryan, and Allie were definitely all quite very different styles, very different. You know, you got the big brain Drew Spark. You got the shitpost lord, and then we know as our 6 stick, and then you have Allie, who was just happy to be here and was simping over Keg for some reason. So,
For some reason?
but I mean, at the end of the day, these weren't the best games in the world. They were fun, but something's looming just around the corner. It is right on the other side of the horizon, and it is grand finals. I'm absolutely gassed and excited to see Pride versus Down to Earth, 2 of the best teams in T3 duking it out in a best of 5 format. And I think it's definitely going to be one to remember. So make sure to stay tuned. In about an hour-ish, we'll make sure to put up the tweets live again as Blue Panda and Chief will be guiding you on this adventure. And never mind, it's actually just in 20 minutes. It's at 6. I'm completely incorrect. So I guess I'm always wrong. And this game is going to be looking pretty good in about 20 minutes. So make sure to stay tuned as we will be back shortly.